Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening. Tonight, we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition using a fan-made set of rules to adapt the World of Warcraft setting of Azeroth. This is the Warcraft Heroes Handbook document, to which you can find a link down below. In a campaign we're calling Weird Tales in Westfall. And with me tonight are the stars of the Weird Tales in Westfall campaign. Let me go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level? I guess you're all the same level, so that won't make a difference. First up is Dave. Or Resident Armorsmith, I should say.
Hey everyone, I am Dave, and I am playing Elenil. He is a Night Elf Rogue of, surprise, surprise, 3rd level.
Very nice. And next up is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing James Crowley. He is a priest of the light.
Nice. And last but certainly not least is Carl.
Yes, I'm playing Billy Dean Hossenhammer. He is a gnome destruction warlock.
Very nice. Speaking of destruction, we did have a bit of a destructive session last time. What happened last time, guys, to bring Dave up to speed?
Well, we were traveling the road, and we came across some more gnolls, and they didn't immediately attack us. They tried to shake us down. And so we tried to intimidate our way out of it, but they were having none of it. And so we ended up fighting them. Mm-hmm. And then we were we camped when we were attacked the second time?
No, remember we had that earthquake.
Yeah, there was an earthquake at night.
Yeah, we were trying to get better, and we're like planning to how we're gonna travel. We learned that, or we recalled that there was like a fort on the border between Westfall and the Elwyn Forest. Mm-hmm. So we're going to try to hoof it as best we can there, but there was an earthquake at night, which was really bizarre. So we couldn't really figure out what was going on, but it is Azeroth, so the ground shakes for no reason sometimes.
Mm-hmm. The guys took a little bit of a beating from that, but then in next morning they carried on their way.
Yeah, it was like more like we couldn't find our camp, and we got some fatigue and.
And the guys decided to, because they were so sick of how dangerous things were on the road, to hustle. And the advantage of hustling is that they would be able to have one hex where there would be no random encounter roll.
Oh, that's right. And we chose not to do it on the very first hex.
You did get 2 hexes in. So you still do
the
have
second one?
Yeah, because you still have 3 more to go. You guys will make it to Ponty Bridge by the end of the day. Unfortunately,
So we're just to the right of the river in the Elwyn Forest. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep. And each of them is each of the hexes is 4 miles.
Okay.
So you guys are.
Oh yeah, we're pretty close, man.
You're so close. So let's pick up from the aftermath. I guess. And
wait, yeah, we did get to the ending part.
Yeah,
we were attacked by some vultures.
Yeah, they're like, you know how vultures are so prevalent in Westfall, or we've all heard, but these were in the Elwyn Forest, just kind of camped on the road, and they got the jump on us, or maybe they were in the air. They got the jump on us in the case. Mm-hmm. And they're vicious. There's a lot of them. They're more than the number of fingers on the hand of poor Billy Dean. So, I think gnomes have 4 fingers.
And there was unfortunately a new milestone we've reached in our 5e games, which is a first player character fatality in a 5e game, and which is joining the proud tradition of I don't think we've had a PC die in any of our 3rd edition games yet. Nor 4th, but we've had people die in 2nd, we've had people die in Ash, we've had people die in Pathfinder 2. So
Ash is a proverbial graveyard.
there's a lot of dead bodies in those games. So let's pick up from there.
But the other one thing is there's one more detail that Dave missed.
Yep.
At the beginning of the session, Andrew was going on about how his character was nigh invincible, and it ended with him dying. So
Yeah.
it was a little bit
Before
of
we
a-
went on to, it's always like you say, I don't know about this class. This class feels really overpowered. It feels
Yeah.
like they.
It was pretty funny.
So,
But
yeah.
the birds we were fighting had major advantage on every attack or whatever. So.
it just worked
Yeah.
out. The particular things that the guys ended up fighting, they were definitely they could go down in one hit. They were not very tough, but massed in numbers, they had that 5e trait, Dave, where if they have an adjacent ally, they get advantage on the attack roll, and then just imagine you're surrounded by them.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier to hit things.
Most definitely, and hard to keep spells up as well, because I think we had a couple of Shields of Faith that were protecting for a bit, but then collapsed. So,
Well, and just the way that it worked out too, like James was down, and the turn, or basically right after Henrik died was when I got up, so I didn't have a chance to use my spell that I took, which lets me stop people from dying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just, bad luck. It was the timing of when he took that, had to make that save. It did end up being a situation where the survival of the character came down to a coin flip, to a single death save. So, dramatic way to go out, and Andrew gave us a terrific exhumed kind of scene for that character, which with him leaving behind that torn piece of his banner, his unit from the time of the war, first war against the Lich King. So let's pick up on the road after that unfortunate turn of events. So we have James and Billy Dean and Eleanor. We'll assume you've been there, but you're still a little banged up. What do you guys want to do? You still could make 3 more hexes today. You could make it to Ponty Bridge. You do have at least... So you do have 1 more hex that you can choose to be a safe hex.
Yeah, I mean, I think we still carry through with the strategy of pushing on quicker to get there, right?
Do we have any healing? Because Billy Dean looks pretty beat up from what I can see.
That's right. I was going to...
Or do we need to take a short rest, perhaps?
Well, I have 2 more hit dice. I could take a short rest and get those back.
I mean, I'm half health too. I was actually going to do my prayer again after the fight.
Okay.
I forgot. I'll do it now instead of then.
Okay.
Are you injured, Dave?
Yeah, Eleanor
Yes.
says 2. Oh, wow.
Okay, that should
wow.
heal everybody to full.
Well, not.
Well, you get 21 total.
Oh, 21. Then it definitely is.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Wowzers. All right, so standing up, having seen the fallen body of Enric, I've also started a folder called The Graveyard.
Oh,
That seems wow appropriate. So you
Thanks, Crowley.
you lift raise your hand over him, and then from the sword, I think clutching that banner of his, or the torn little bit that he has, a pulse of light comes out, washes over all of you, and you guys are restored. Now, do you wish to take a short rest before you carry on, or you want to soldier on?
Well, the benefit of a short rest is the warlock Billy Dean would get his spells back, but he's to full, and I think in the narrative, I think we just want to get going. This is a bad place, all these dead vultures around, and are we going to carry the body, or are we?
That's a good question.
Leave them where they lay. I don't know how.
Eleanor has that essence of rage on him, and he has a
Yes.
potion of healing on him.
Oh yeah, we should take
Yeah,
those.
because I was like, that's what Billy was gonna do, because he's gonna he was trying to rifle through his pack. And
Yeah.
just,
Oh, that's right.
And
we
the
didn't have
essence, let's see
time.
here. Can
didn't
I?
have time. He ran out of time. Like he rifled through his pack and had it in his hand, but then Kevin we had to roll the death save, right? So he had to roll the death save.
Do
And
you
he
both
failed.
have some way of healing?
Did who?
Billy Dean is out of his potion, I believe.
What is Billy Dean? Just so I have any idea.
He's a gnome warlock, destruction warlock.
Warlock. Okay. I just saw lots of flames, so I wasn't sure.
that could
Yeah,
be
I
mage.
mean,
It could be warlock.
Fiery picture.
I guess Billy Dean will keep that potion.
Okay.
Yeah, you should.
He doesn't know if he's going to use it. He might donate it to the Paladin's Temple or something, but
Which potion?
the potion of healing.
Now, what about that essence of rage? I'll put in what that does. I just
Yeah,
remind you guys.
it's definitely not something that James would want. So.
No. So the essence of
Billy
rage.
Dean's already angry.
This swirling potion tastes like iron and bitter raisins. When you drink the potion, you enter a rage that lasts for 1 minute or until you're knocked unconscious. The rage grants you the same effects as a barbarian class feature at first level, with the following additional properties. If you end your turn without having attacked a hostile creature or taken damage since your last turn, your rage does not end, but you take 1d4 psychic damage instead. And you can enter this rage even if you're wearing heavy armor. In addition, when you use your action to drink this potion, you can also make one weapon attack as a bonus action.
So
It's
that
pretty
definitely sounds
powerful.
It's good for like a fighting class.
Yeah.
It'd benefit Elenil more than it would Billy Dean, that's for sure.
Or a pissed off boar.
Yeah.
Or Pep,
Yeah.
Can we feed that to the boar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll eat anything. You probably don't even
Wow.
need to pour it out of the bottle.
Yeah, Elenil, it's been a while since I played, so I might not remember, but Elenil is very calm, and you'll almost never hear any major inflections in his voice. He's like, not quite emotionless, but raging is not in his character. So
Okay, we'll give it to Hobbs maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe we'll just slip it into the boar's breakfast one morning and while we're at the tavern and see what happens.
Okay.
That sounds like a prank that Billy Dean could do, but
Okay. So then, guys, the next hex then, once you've grabbed your stuff, let's see here. Does he have any money on him?
So the game mechanic we use to not take, what do you call it, hustling?
Hustling? Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about random encounters for a certain length of time.
You get to pick one of the hexes you move through to not trigger a random encounter.
Okay. And have we done that already, or is that
No, not
still
today.
to come?
I'm just grabbing my...
Yeah, we have to choose which one we want to skip.
Okay.
I would say you skip the first one. I mean, we're just speed up and we can't
Yeah.
Okay.
hustle through the next one, you know.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out how to roleplay that, but maybe it'll be we still send a scout out, or if Elenil wants to scout ahead, he still scouts ahead, but we just
You actually
as players
can't.
know that
You can't.
as players, we know that nothing.
You're moving too quickly. Like with a hustle, you can't stealth.
Okay, so
yeah.
we're booking her.
Yeah, it's using a fast travel pace. It also means that you're not really paying attention to your surroundings as closely. Fortunately, Billy Dean's got a really good passive perception. But the upside is that you get there faster, you get to travel through more hexes, and you get to skip one. All right, so you said next hex, guys, we're skipping random encounters.
Yep.
Okay.
Which pleases Kevin greatly.
All right. Then, next hex.
Kev's like, you skipped the healer's cart. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, really. The guys did encounter a traveler. They've encountered a juggler 2 days ago, I think. All right, so then you guys are traveling along and trying to make your best pace you can. Eleanor, like your idea to try and, scout ahead of everyone, you realize that they're just hustling, trying to get along. So it just, you might as well be breaking, even in spite of your incredible elven grace. It is, it's just not tenable. Nothing occurs.
Yeah, the other thing that in the big battle that we had to, so I do have like a Void Walker that I can summon, but the Void Walker was sent back to the Nether. Mm-hmm. So in the big Null fight, so I haven't been able to summon one because we need money.
Yeah,
which we don't have. All
right, so then this is about a little past noon by now. So you're about 1 o'clock. And there still has been nothing arriving. Nothing, no sign of anything else on the road. Neither friendly nor foe. You continue on the way. You are only 4 miles off.
So close.
Let's see.
Dun, 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 dun. Kev's trying not to smile.
What are you talking about? I love bolas. As the day comes to a close, you find there is one thing you pass. As you are traveling this last stretch to get to Ponty what you guys find is that there are definite signs that there has been attacks on the road. Billy Dean points out 1 or 2 places where there is clear staining of blood on like stones on the side of the road. There's a couple of arrows sticking out of nearby trees that probably came from Gnollish crossbows. So even more signs that the Gnolls have really increased their presence in the western Elven Forest. But fortunately, you do come across, near the end of the day, you can hear the sound of a community and a river before you reach it. And then you see, as you're coming around a corner, first, the somewhat, it's not dilapidated in the sense that it's falling apart, but it's not an incredibly well-maintained fort. It looks like the bits of it have fallen away on the top. And it is one of the old fortresses that would have marked the border between the Elven Forest and Westfall. And you guys are... let's have everyone give us a history check. Let's see if anyone's been here before. Okay. Not Eleanor.
What? Oh.
Oh,
yeah, 20 for...
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, look at this. We got Wendell and Pepperidge showing up.
What?
All right, James. Holy smokes. So, James, you for sure have been here. Let's get Hobbs's thing in there, and we'll get his character token. All right, Pepperidge. All right.
Crowley. I've heard that name before.
As in Alistair? The Great Beast?
No, there's a bunch of... Isn't there a bunch of Gilnean characters in the game?
Yeah.
In Crowley? Yeah.
Oh, could be. Yeah. That's the most famous
I think
Crowley.
it was in the book. Maybe it was why.
Yeah, Darius Crowley is a Gilnean nobleman who's friends with King Gen Greymane.
I think the reference is to Aleister Crowley, but I don't, in the game at least, but could just be a name they like. Hobbs, what's shaking?
What up, my brothers?
Not much.
Not much.
So, you guys have just...
We're not dead yet.
You miss the last leg of the journey to get to a place called Ponty Bridge.
Ponty Bridge.
James, you've actually been here before, and what you know is that this is it was an abandoned kind of watch fort, and then some intrepid gnomes realizing, who probably went to work on some of the harvest golems that are present in Westfall. They realized, you know what, no one's here and this is a border crossing, so this is a perfectly good place to build a community, especially with Gnomeregan being affected or being corrupted right now. They've built this little roadside town, or roadside settlement. And it's named for the bridge that breaches across the river leading into Westfall, dividing Stormwind and Westfall. And there is, what you can see is that there is a, maybe it's about 6 foot high kind of earthen ramparts that have been built up. And this wasn't here, James, the last time that you passed by this way.
Which was about how long ago?
It's probably like 3 years ago at this point. So as you guys are making your way over, you can see that there's a little bit of commotion on the top of the ramparts. They're built in such a way as to sort of like put a tough front to prevent people from coming in. There's a little bit of a fence on top as well. And you can see that there is a little gnomish scout who's sort of keeping an eye on the road. I'm going to make a Constitution save, see if he's awake right now. He most definitely is awake. And he calls out down the road, "Ho there! Who is that?"
We need more gnomes in this game.
Yeah. Billy Dean will go, well, of course, respond again. Hello, fellow gnome Maragani. I am Billy Dean Halsenhammer, and these are my, he almost says, my followers or my party, the Halsenhammer hammers. But he goes, these are my companions. We've been traveling on the road and we pretty beat up and we lost one of our, it's been a sad, sad tale, my friend.
What are you guys doing with Enric's body?
Could we have brought it, or is it for hustling?
Yep. No, you guys can. You're moving, but I don't think either between you guys, or even with a little bit of rejigging of your clockwork stuff, you could probably make do. What is Elenil, James, and Billy Dean? What are your respective strengths? Anyone have that as a dump stat?
Billy Dean has no strength. He's got it's his dump stat.
Yeah, me too.
Well, Wendell's here with Pepperidge, so we could have said that. There's like a little travoy or something that's lashed up to Pepperidge to drag the body.
My strength is a 14. Pepperidge is like a 25 at least.
Yeah.
Mine's
Yeah,
12.
we could have set up a travoy and.
Yep. Oh, we've got good news too. There's a new treat for that they've got for Pepperidge, and we'll tell you about that in a moment here. So, the traveler says, "Are you from Goldshire?"
Are we from Goldshire?
Yeah, some of you guys traveled from Goldshire, not
Yeah,
originally, but
our last show was in our last job was in Goldshire before we head this way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, we're from Goldshire. It's like I said, it's been a tough road going. Many of those gnolly things.
did you see any gnolls?
A lot of gnolls.
Then come on, come in. Where and then as you guys reach, you can see there's along the road there is a place where they have built up like a little gate that seems to have been fashioned. And as the door is swung open, what you can see is inside it's mostly gnomes dressed up in some kind of patchwork armor. You can see that it seems as if there's not a consistency to the watch here as there is with, say, the guards or the town watch or city watch in Stormwind, or a military unit. James, you would most definitely kind of notice this. There also seems to be some. I don't think I posted an illustration of this yet, but harvest golems that have been repurposed to be kind of earth moving thing. So there's two of them that are sitting near the entrance to the gate. Now, harvest golem, if you're not sure, Jeff, 'cause I don't think you've played a lot of WoW, if any.
No, but they have them in the Hearthstone.
Oh, then you know precisely what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like mech.
Yeah, it's like a mech type thing. So when you come in, what you can see is that the rampart seems to have sealed off the town itself, and from the damage to the sort of the ground around the town, or the lingering evidence of that damage, it seems as if this is a relatively recent thing. Things haven't, like, grass hasn't grown back in up to the earthen walls. And let's have what else? A bounty hunter Crowell. James, why don't you give us a perception check, please? I'm just thinking of your backgrounds here.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you look around and you get the impression that there's not much of that there, whatever, tactical mind was in place for putting up these ramparts, they seem to be absent in or at least at present, because the people you're seeing who are serving as guards, you would guess are not part of they may be part of a militia, in the sense of, like, people who live here are picking up weapons and whatnot, as opposed to the ones who regularly serve as guards here. You've been through here before. You've seen sort of the town watch here, as it were. This is not, like, there's a guy who's got a leather jerkin on that seems to be backwards. There's another guy who's got a hat on that is sized for a human, not a gnome. So
Yeah, this is the makeshift militia.
yeah, and this is not the way it was the last time you were through here either. So as
Right.
you make your way in, everyone, there's about 3 of them who come in and say, well, what's your business here then? Are you
Well,
passing through, or?
Yeah, we're passing through. We're heading out to Westfall.
So I suppose you weren't sent here by Goldshire then?
I'm
No.
afraid not. No.
Send
Why?
you
What's
where?
going on here?
Knowles. There seems...
Yeah.
But sounds like they have a specific no problem.
We have. And Captain Otis Copperpocket already went out to deal with them, but that was almost a week ago and he's not returned. Have you heard of Goldpaw? And Wendell, you can actually make a history check with advantage. Everyone else can give a history check if you'd like as well. Goldpaw, if you double checked your
Bias list.
your wanted list there, I'll bet you there. It's not the defiance list. It's just your, like, I'm imagining you kind of keep a list of
bounties.
Yeah. Goldpaw, so you would know, and James, you've heard about, I think, I'm not sure why you may have known this. This may have been something like dating back from when you were through here. Goldpaw is it's the name of one of the leaders of one of the Knoll bands that lives in Westfall. 80 years ago is when the Knoll Wars occurred, and ever since then the Knolls have almost matched the population of humans and other Alliance races in Westfall. Goldpaw is one of the chieftains. His name is not as well known as Hogger in Goldshire, but really because Hogger and his pack run closer to Goldshire, so they're more, foremost in their mind. You
Right,
seem to,
okay.
with a roll that good, you thought it was somewhere near the hills around where the Janglode mine was. He was a northern part of Westfall, is what you seem to remember. And Wendell, yes, Goldpaw is most definitely one of the bounties that is being offered.
I kind of feel like Wendell has an uncharacteristic solemnity about him after the falling of Enric. And like the gnomes might be like, "Oh, what's here?" And he's like, "Keep your hands off him, eh?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a fallen paladin of the, what is it? The white
Of the light.
The light.
of the light."
So they all sort of take their hats off at that, including the one that's like well oversized. I'm sorry for your loss. Was it the gnolls again?
No,
I tell you, but I don't know.
they were. What would James describe them as? They were buzzards. They were
Carrion birds.
carrion birds. Swarmed us. They
Carrion
took
birds
'em.
in the forest.
Yes.
Yeah, after the earthquake.
Oh, yeah. We felt that here, too. We spent all morning rebuilding part of the ramparts. If only Captain Otis was here. But,
Well, the Jangling mines are kind of far.
Are you?
I mean,
what do you mean the Janglode mines?
Oh, sorry.
That's what Wendell knows where they are. I mean, maybe,
Wendell, sorry
Wendell,
about
would you
that.
have mentioned that?
Probably hasn't had time.
What?
That you knew that Goldpaw was kind of... Oh, it was James who knew this.
James, I thought. Sorry
Yeah,
about
James
that.
was...
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, James, this I'm wondering because Billy Dean was asking about the Janglode mines, and he wouldn't know about that unless James had said something. But
yeah. I mean, I think I would mention that. It seems far.
what that's... You know Goldpaw then? Did you know?
I've heard his name.
Did you hear that he took over Fort True Valley?
No.
With a roll that good, I'll let you roll it forward because you seem to know this. That's 2 rolls you had that were great about knowing this sort of area.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did hear this.
Well, no, but what you've heard. So a little further down the, actually, it'll be a little further up. So one of the things that I scroll up too high. What am I doing? Where are you going? There we go. A little further up from the bridge, there is a place called Fort True Valley. It's located in kind of a dip between the two, or a bit where the see where the mountains or the kind of hills meet together up there.
Yeah.
Right around there is where there is an island, kind of in the middle of the between the 2 rivers, and that island had a fort built on it to try and prevent things from coming, over the. For one, is to station for dealing with the gnolls that were lurking in the forest over here to kind of pinch between the 2. And, well, Goldpaw has come from Westfall and has seized Fort True Valley. He seems to be trying to set up a base from which to raid everyone.
Have the gnolls been this organized and active in this, like, previous to this, or is this sort of new?
No, we've had no problems for years. But
Did you say no problems or no problems?
no problems. Problems
Okay,
with
just-
gnolls.
Problems with noise.
But with his, there's something else with him. He seems to have come, and they say that he's brought some power back with him. Some powerful magics. And that he's using those to... You might need to talk to Findy Silverdottle, but she seemed to think that the earthquake was his doing.
Well, that is troubling.
I'm not sure how long you've been traveling. Did you get that weird weather we had as well? She says
Did we
he's
have?
Tampa, that he has found ancient power somewhere in Westfall, and is using that. You're sure that we had sent for help from Stormwind about this?
Nothing that we've heard of.
Well, Captain Copperpocket set out a week ago, and we've heard no word yet. And now you're...
How long should your captain have been returned by now? Do you know how long he was?
We should have got some word from him, yeah. We've been keeping an eye out for the Gear Crow. No word yet. But anyway, if you're just passing through, I suppose they're not your concerns. Welcome to Ponty-Bridge. You'll be safe within these walls, as safe as we can keep them. We have all services that you need. If you need to see a tailor, I can recommend Hell Kitty Swift Fizz. If you're looking for any alchemical supplies, be sure to see Gleamus Wobble Gauge. And if you have, or if you want, any unusual meats, go see Uncocked Tinker Pitch. Oh, and if you want to see your future, go speak to Findy Silverdottle. Welcome to Ponty-Bridge. We hope you enjoy your stay. They all sort of spread out and head up to where they were watching from before. You guys don't need to make an insight check. They all seem to be deeply on edge right now. The town itself is really just a bunch of, either repurposed or rebuilt buildings that were part of the support structure for this watchtower, or, people staying in the watchtower themselves. As you're passing by the places, you can see there's the smell of a bunch of meats. You can hear there's a gnome who's working with a butcher's knife that's about the size of him. Yeah! To chop up this big chunk of elk or deer. There is that alchemist shop, and you see that it's actually not just alchemy, but it seems to have a bunch of gnomish contraptions or inventions in it as well. And there is a tent that is set up kind of on its, in an open spot that has made of like a purple kind of material with gold kind of accents on it, all with obviously arcane kind of markings or occult markings. You would guess that this might be Findy Silverdottle's place. One thing that does seem to be missing here, there is a tavern. There is no inn, though. So
I don't remember this from my limited interaction with WoW, but do we normally inter people, or are we taking Enric somewhere specific, or?
I don't think it's really covered in at least not in the game. There are tombs, so it makes me think that there's at least people are
usually
put to rest.
people.
Yeah, there's and Ponty-Bridge would have the settlement's old enough that it would have need of a graveyard. It would be outside of the rampart, but if you pay a nominal fee, then they'll let you bury your friend there as well, if that's the intent.
I mean, I can't see us hauling this guy around for the rest of the...
No, I don't think that's reasonable.
Yeah. Wow, kenned it Bernie's.
Yeah. Well, we already established that most of us are not very strong. So carrying an extra load around is not something we're after.
Sure.
Right.
So,
Hey, Wendell, that letter you got back when we were in Goldshire, what was that about again? You have to go see a potential employer. That's why we're heading into Westfall. This is Dave asking why we were going this way in the first place, because it's been a couple sessions.
It was the same guy that Enric was going to see, his commanding officer down in Sentinel Hill, and basically we can bring in all the bounties of the Defias Brotherhood in Westfall to him, because he's trying to clean up Westfall.
Okay.
Sentinel Hill down to the south, kind of east.
Was there a specified timeline
No.
for that?
I mean, the Devious Brotherhood is obviously growing in strength, but these gnolls seem to be a real significant issue. And I think if Ponte Hill was, just think of how many gnolls we've already encountered, and maybe that's why. It's because of Goldpaw. I'm no friend of gnolls, that's for sure. I'm no friend of gnolls.
Oh, I agree.
Well, it seems like they've certainly got a gnoll problem.
Yeah,
That's no problem. It's Goldpaw.
they're ill-equipped to handle it. Clearly.
But I did think of something else. These guys obviously have because we also heard that the Harvest Gnomes were going crazy. If we could learn how, like, especially if Billy Dean could learn how they have figured out to make these Harvest Gnolls be usable for something, then
Harvest Golems, you mean?
yeah, Harvest Golems. Yeah. I don't know. Now there's Harvest Gnolls in the golems. No, I don't know.
You open it up, they're inside there.
Their brains, their no brains in there.
That's a no-brainer.
I was gonna say that, Dave. You fucker. No brainer. Good one.
Well, Billy Dean is, he's conflicted. He's conflicted. He's more or less all about himself. But with the death of his traveling companion and, blood brother, because they did spill a lot of blood together, he actually says something. Well, if you didn't think Billy Dean would ever say, he says, maybe we should help them. I know. I'm supposed to, we're all supposed to go to this tower and get really rich and lots of treasure. But I mean, these guys look worse than we do.
Well, maybe they can pay a little something or contribute to the cause in some way.
Well, we already know that Goldpaw brings a pretty handsome bounty himself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
I think that
And he has
bounty.
magic.
Yeah.
Maybe
And he has
gold.
magic. Lots of magic. He can cause earthquakes.
So the
How
bounty
awesome
on
is
a Goldpaw alone would be 1,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
So like a weekend in Stormwind kind of thing.
So would we have to travel back to Stormwind to
Sentinel Hill probably can do it, right?
Sentinel Hill, maybe? Okay.
So it's kind of like on the way, but not really.
Well, I think
It's not that far, considering how far we have to go to Sentinel Hill. This is like a hop, skip, and a jump, man. It's upriver.
Yeah.
Well, what you would know, so if you guys want to talk about heading upriver, this place is next to the water, and because it is a gnomish community, there probably is boats that have effectively like outboard engines in it.
That's what I was going to ask, if we could get one changed over to harvest this river as we were going upstream.
Yeah. So that would
If you know
then
what I'm saying.
travel, I think it would be about 8 miles an hour, which means 2 hexes per hour.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
So that's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 hours of travel to get up there. The downside is it is definitely not quiet.
Dude,
And
we should take this downriver after we free
That's
these
what I thought.
guys.
I was just thinking that.
That's probably
Going
not,
along these rivers pretty easy.
and it's probably going to cost something. To which,
We're bringing back their sergeant. That's the cost.
Yeah, we rescue them. We rescue them. They give us the boat.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just saying, there's costs to being a bounty hunter, bringing in,
we can see that there were also contraptions and potions for sale at the alchemist shop, or alchemist, engineer's shop. What James, as well, is that the Fort True Valley is the island itself is about, let's see here, I think it's about 100 and 120 feet long. It's about a third of that wide, but it is located in kind of a gorge leading into those hills, and the drop is, let's see here, 50 feet. So
Oh, wow.
some of you guys will have no difficulty scaling up the side of that thing, but there are walls. Fort True Valley effectively is walls that run the length of the island. There's one 4-story tower that's in there, and then there are a couple of other things like a stable, a barracks, and then places for making food and whatnot, and a forge. So sort of a bare bones outpost, but incredibly defendable because of the 3 entrances to it are, at least last time you were there, they were not stone bridges, they were rope bridges. So if you really need to hold up in the fort, it just cuts the bridges and then that's it.
So that's another good reason to take the boat, mate. It's going to be loud. They're going to know we're coming, but fortunately we have Elenil Hill and we're a good tank.
Yeah.
What? No, our tank's laying there.
I did such a good job, obviously.
It's a bundle with a bedroll wrapped over it, flies buzzing around. What you could do as well is the territory well enough, James. It's sort of right at the where the hills, or at least where the river actually flows into the hills. It's still pretty covered with forest. So if you did want to reconnoiter the place, you should have no difficulty, especially now that you don't have a... Well, actually, Wendell's not that quiet. Wendell is wearing heavy armor. But without a paladin that, sounds like a bunch of pots and pans moving, then you do have the possibility of having someone reconnoiter the place and see what Goldpaw's defenses are like.
I mean, we could start there.
Because there's, as far as you know, it hasn't actually been used for probably 20 years. It's just not an outpost, so who knows what state it's in, but you could definitely make use of that. Other thing, Billy Dean, that alchemist is likely to have the...
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. It's going to look around for charcoal and herbs.
Yep.
Okay.
All the magical crap.
Voidwalker. I also thought about the succubus, but...
What do you think?
Treasure?
So then... What are you guys thinking then? So, I guess first off, where do you want to go? You going to the tavern to get a meal first, and then make your plans?
We need some good food from on the trail. But I also was wondering, can I buy some light armor? Maybe I should have light armor available.
Sure. Yeah, if you go and talk to one of the, that might be a short supply. Let's do this. Why don't you give us a diplomacy check?
Do we want to take care of Enric? Let's take care of Enric before we go eat.
Well, I mean, I think that there should be a time. Like, let's say we're going to leave him here. We're going to have to pay for it, take some time, and then I don't know if it's dawn or midnight, or I don't think you just show up and bury a guy. You got to have a little reception or something, right? I mean, James should know. He's a flipping priest. Let's go, James.
Yeah.
What do you say, James?
Well, I say that he should be buried. I don't know. First light? I don't know.
Okay. So with the coming of the light in the dawn, that'll be okay.
New light for a new life.
Mm-hmm. Tonight we celebrate. Let's do it.
All right. The person who runs the tavern, and the tavern is, I think it's just called the Bridge. It's a crudely made, sign just with a bridge on it, and it's run by a gnome named Dindak Puddlepocket. So when you guys all head in there, the place has clearly been... Yeah. Nice. When you make your way in there, you find that it's not terribly busy. And the people, the Dindak, it has bald on top. He's got dark hair that just kind of clings to the side. There's some, it's pretty wild, like the way gnomes' hair kind of goes. And he he looks like he's enjoyed his wares a little more. And the thing you can smell as you come in is the overwhelming and mouth-watering smell of roast meat of some kind. Something is turning over in the spit, and he says, "Oh, welcome to the bridge. Thirsty travelers and hungry?"
Absolutely.
Good.
I just Kevin his gnome voices. I'm like,
We're celebrating gnome. Wendell will say as he puts some coins on the counter. Bring us drink and keep it coming, and some slop for my pig.
Well, if I might be a bit intrusive, what are we celebrating?
Slap Enric on the shoulder.
The life of our friend.
Oh,
Yes.
you can't have that in here. Is he dead? You're not necromancers, are you?
No.
Oh, we bury him at the dawn, friend. Until then, let us drink to him.
Why don't you give us?
Tell him it's a human. It's a human custom.
He looks at
Humans are
you.
weird. Humans are weird. It's
And a dwarf. And an elf. There's only one human here. Two, I guess.
So, why
James
don't
and Enric.
Wendell and Billy Dean? Billy Dean, give us a deception check, and Wendell, give us a persuasion check, please. And Billy Dean, it's not super convincing. And Wendell.
sorry, Enric, you're gonna be sitting outside tonight.
Yeah, so he puts his hands on his hips. He says, "We serve all kinds of meat here. I can't have him in here. I've got a cellar. We can keep him in there if you've got nowhere else to keep him." How did he?
That would be wonderful.
You didn't kill him, did you?
Of course not. He's our dear friend.
Well,
Is there
We've known him all of 2 days.
no, it seems like it's been way longer than that. A week on the road or no?
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is Poppin' Bridge. Is that what you call it?
Ponty Bridge. I'll put it in the chat for you.
Poppin' Bridge.
Yep.
Poppin' Bridge. That sounds like a breakfast snack. All right.
Well, and the truth is, James has known him longer, but he doesn't want to let on.
Oh.
That's
I
where
have
you're
this
going.
ear to the ground because I'm an urban bounty hunter. Do I notice anyone who might be more? This is the only bar in town, though, I'm assuming. But you'd think this
It's
would
not a
be more of the
huge. Yeah, like there's
criminal underworld. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's not enough, especially since the Knoll Wars. There's really not a huge amount of traffic that's going up and down here. It's minimal amounts. So the fact that they built this community around here, it's more to kind of live here than it is to really take advantage of any, travelers or whatnot. The variety of services they've got on offer here are likely just the people who service the community for the most part, or are just interested in their own kind of things. It's not a place of particular value either. Like, no one's been fighting over this particular patch of land, so
Kind of interesting because it could be quite defensible being this bridge across the river. But
it could be. But who really wants to go across the river?
I don't know.
Right? Like,
Yeah. Well, it'd be a good place to protect people in the Elwyn Forest and Gold Bridge beyond from the troubles of Westfall, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah, although there's a proper garrison a little northeast of here.
Yeah, and they seem so they seem so good at their jobs too.
If you talk to the Defias, the lack of attention from the ruling class of Stormwind is sort of a running theme for the small folk. So, there's a reason. One of the reasons the Defias Brotherhood has been so successful in Westfall is in part because, like the members of the Stonemason Guild, the people in Westfall have really seen no substantial assistance from Stormwind. I mean, Stormwind has fought a bunch of wars and is dealing with the Horde and a bunch of other evil shit going on in the wider world, but it doesn't change the fact that life is really shitty for the people in Westfall. So, who is it you're looking for, though, Hobbs? Or is there something?
I didn't know. I just didn't know if there might be some more information, or because I mean, Wendell is obviously falling into this for his own. Like, I guess if he has some grief, I don't exactly know how he feels about Enric. I feel so much more about Enric or about Andrew than Wendell feels about Enric. Maybe I don't know, but he kind of is like, this is what I want to do, or is there more knowledge for us to figure out?
I think here's what you've picked up with your time with Enric that I think justifies how you're feeling is. He seemed to be a particularly troubled soul. You know, like there's a lot of folks that you meet that are in your line of work, some of which are veterans of the wars. So you knew him certainly to be that type of sort. And the fact that he's never going to have that second chapter in his life, that the chance to sort of redeem or find himself again and find a purpose, that's gone now. So that may be something that is difficult to reconcile. Although in your experience it may be consistent with how if you expect life to be fair in Azeroth, you're more often than not going to be sorely disappointed. So with your friend safely stored in the root cellar with the turnips, they bring drinks out to you, or Dindak and his limited, his limited staff, which appears to be his wife and like two of his kids. You see that at the end of the day that the bridge starts to fill up with people, and it seems like it's all gnomes. Like this is the local, watering hole. Everyone seems to have, like, to the point where, like, there's one or two gnomes who are kind of like, but they're in our seats. And Dindak's like, you can find somewhere else for tonight. Go, the biggest seats they've got here. Go, go, go.
Those are our big chairs.
You can also see the, yeah, exactly. So the place fills up, and, there is some music that, that sparks up. There's like a usual band that kind of gets together, and it's accompanied by a kind of a clockwork machinery type thing. And as you guys are enjoying a drink, I think when an opportunity presents itself, Wendell, you see this woman, gnome or gnomish woman who has her hair is kind of pulled up. It's gray, pulled up in kind of a bun. She has breeches, like breeches on, as opposed to, or like pants on, as opposed to a dress. And she seems to have a like. She has the look of someone who's like works with her hands quite a bit. She walks up to the table and says, "Excuse me, Mr. Dwarf," and points at your firearm. Says, "Is that yours?"
Indeed it is. Keep your eyes off her, lassie, if you know what I'm saying. My one true love for sure.
Oh, well. Okay, that's then I didn't mean to bother you.
Are you the local alchemist, is it, or something else?
I am. My Gleamus Wobblegauge. A pleasure to meet you. And she extends
I
her
figured
hand.
we have like Enric's shield set up in the chair because like he is a Captain America, right? So the shield has to be his symbol.
Yeah, totally.
But
She's
I'm Wendell. This is my good friend Pepperidge, and these are just some chaps I know: Billy Dean, James, and Eleanor.
Well, hello to all of you. The reason I came over was that fine. That isn't that a flint sight rifle?
Is it?
Your call.
Which one?
Adapted chest wincer.
Really? And she kind of brings her hands. May I, sir? I promise not to damage it.
Yeah, he's been wiping her down with a rag, obviously. Finishes it off and hands it over. No mustache twitching.
Yeah. She, checks it, and she turns it over, tests the kind of, like, looks at the mechanism, the firing mechanism. She's like, exquisite work. Really marvelous stuff. Tell me, are you hunting or are you employing this otherwise? I hear that you guys are on your way to Westfall. What is it you want to do there?
Always a hunting of sorts, be it animal or men.
What about Knowles?
Knowles, indeed. We may be taking a trip to find some gold paws, if you know what I'm saying.
It's kind of the music stops.
Who's the cartoon? Oh, Yosemite Sam. Yeah, I just had like an idea that Wendell reminds me of Yosemite Sam.
Frazzum.
Varmint.
So what she, everyone sort of is looking at you and says, Are you intending on hunting Goldpaw?
Are we? Oh, we talked about it.
Everyone seems to be kind of leaning in like,
very quiet.
Well, we certainly wouldn't be joining his ranks.
Well, that's good to hear. She kind of puts the rifle back down and then sort of looks over and says, "Forgive our rudeness, just the last person that moved through here was a juggler, and we didn't have a lot of hope in his ability to help. But you're a priest of the light, aren't you?"
Right.
And you're not by any chance Wendell Rustbane, are you?
Hey, that's me. I see my legacy precedes me. Slaps Pepperidge.
You can see that Gleemus sort of, looks back, and there is a, like Strider style. There's a gnome sitting on the far side who seems to have her robe pulled up, and then you can see there's a dress under there. She leans back even further into the shadow with a big pipe out from her hood, puffs it, and then Gleemus looks back at you and says, "Well, if you are the Rustbane who's a bounty hunter, would it be possible for us to pay you to be sure to go after Goldpaw?"
Let me talk to my friends about it.
We don't want to pressure you whatsoever, but enjoy your evening, think it over, and you can come talk to any of us. Lonky Buzzboss, he's taken over for now. If you speak to Lonky, he can tell you what we know about Captain Copperpocket, and the community would certainly be able to show its gratitude if you're able to tell us, for one, if you're able to find and bring back safely the captain and all the brave gnomes who went with him, and if you could kill Goldpaw.
Wendell, maybe there's some other work here while we're here. Just saying. We could ask around.
So the music starts up again, and everyone sort of goes back to their conversations in the bridge. And
there's one last pan at the corner, though, right? As the smoke comes up around.
As Gleemus walks away, you see she nods her head towards the person in the corner, and she nods. She seems to be the only gnome in here who's sitting by herself, too. This stranger, not Gleemus. Gleemus heads back to a table where she's talking to some other people. And what do you guys wish to do with your rest of your evening? Is there anything else you wish to do, or do you wish to just try and set up a tent somewhere and then get a night's sleep?
Billy Dean is going to go buy those alchemy supplies, the last that he needs, and
it's closed for the evening, so you have to get that. Yeah, I mean,
okay.
That was just her we were just talking to, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can go talk to her if you like.
Yeah, I can tell her. I need to resummon my Voidwalker. And I'm short some supplies.
She says, well, come see, first thing in the morning.
Well, I have to summon him at midnight. It is a demon after all.
Again, the music all stops.
Elenil grabs his drink and clings the shield again.
Oh my goodness, we are fun at parties.
I suppose I can arrange that for you. Hose and hammer?
That would be fantastic. TJ was sent back to the Nether. He was my only friend until I met these guys.
Can't imagine why. And she finishes her drink. And like one or two of the other gnomes are like getting up to try and go with her. Like, are you sure we should be going alone? And she's kind of like, it's okay. And she brings you over to her supply store. She's able to, what is it that you want?
I just need charcoal and herbs.
Do you have 50 gold worth of, do you have 50
No,
gold?
I have 45 gold worth of stuff. I just need 5 more gold worth of stuff.
Did you get your? Because I gave you my gold from.
Where did the 45 come from?
The 45 gold worth of ritual stuff that I found on one of the Knoll.
Right. Yeah. So you only need 5 gold's worth of. Okay. Do you have 5 gold?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So she can supply you the remaining. What do you call it? The remaining stuff you need for that. Let me grab. I'm to the wrong thing. Here's where I'm going. I'm going to grab.
James, do we need to bury the paladin with all his gear, or do we like make sure that that's put to good use somehow?
Just his shield, I would think.
And he'll take that piece of fabric that Andrew had mentioned and say, this must be buried with him.
Right.
The rest we could find a home for.
Not that I want to lug it around. It doesn't look like the gnomes are going to make any use of it, but just...
No, I understand.
Okay. Anything else you guys wish to do tonight?
Just at midnight, Billy Dean's going to summon a new Voidwalker. If it's TJ, that's great.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to work that.
However you like. I'm not fussed either.
Okay.
So
he'll just name him TJ. Maybe it's a different name.
okay.
So are we using? We're not going to roll for hit points, right? We're just going to use
RJ
standard.
Yeah, it's I think it's average. Is what
standard
we did.
Voidwalker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it goes up with levels, but.
Okay. All right. So once again, where do you do this? Do you think?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Where do you do this, Carl?
Shoot. I guess, is there a cemetery?
Outside of the walls, yeah.
Okay, it's going to be outside the walls then.
Okay. Sorry, Hobbs, what were you asking?
I was going to say, I think at some point Wendell has to talk to the gnome in the corner.
Okay.
And see what's going on. And because I was just thinking it might be a good time to maybe see if my dwarven griffin friend has been through here trying to catch errant griffins, or because that might be an even better way for us to reconnoiter the Fort True Valley.
Okay. So how do you see your kind of introduction going here?
Well, at some point, I think the little party around Enric's shield will kind of break up, and obviously Billy Dean's going to head off. James probably has to, I don't know.
Well, James would
peeing or something. I don't know. Go ahead, Jeff.
I was just gonna say James would like to go with Billy Dean if he would allow it.
Oh, interesting.
That's up to you.
He wants to see this, this ritual.
Elenil's probably already disappeared.
Well, Elenil was actually thinking about going to scoping out what he can about the woman the gnome woman in the shadows. So,
you guys could go. Yeah.
Does he want to go with her, with Wendell, or is she, more of a secretly going over in the shadows?
I think he'll slink off into the shadows and let you have a private conversation.
All right. That isn't private.
So, you are the night elves are easily lost in natural environments, and your character is by no means a slouch at hiding. However, you are the tallest person in a gnomish pub.
True.
So it would be, if you're planning on hiding anywhere in here, it would be a challenging task unless you can think of some way that
Under
you've...
the table.
Yeah.
Behind Pepperidge. I don't know.
I think I'll just go with you.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys...
So I'm just going to take an extra drink and head over there.
Okay.
I'll carry the shield.
Oh, and Rick's coming with us too, I see.
All right.
Yeah.
So you walk over, and as you do, this figure turns her little pipe over into a little ashtray or something that's there, and kind of taps the top of it with a with her the little metal thing that she would use to tamp down the tobacco in it. And as you approach, before you get a chance to say a word, she will say, "Welcome, Wendell, and welcome, Eleanor."
Oh, this must be the seer. All right, I'll put the beer on the table. So you seem to be the one in charge here. What's the plan?
Beer for a seer.
And by what do you mean, in charge? She
Take
drags
it as
the
you will.
drink towards her, and then,
I see them giving deference to you.
Only what you see as deference is respect for my knowledge.
Very well. The one of knowledge here. They are gnomes, after all.
Oh, so then it's knowledge you seek.
And she sort of, you realize she brings her hand back from where her hand was on the mug, and there is now a deck of cards with a purple backing and gold tracery on it to match her tent.
If it's knowledge you seek, dwarf, one need only...
And she gestures with her pipe at the deck of cards.
One needs only draw a card.
Wendell's is a gambler anyway at heart, so not like Store, but his eyes twinkle a little bit, and he pulls out a coin and flicks it to spin it across the table, and reaches his stubby fingers hardened from all the work in the wilderness, and goes to draw a card if she allows him.
She does, and so you draw a card and you flip it over, and it is a arcane symbol of some kind.
At least it wasn't death.
Let's do
Skull.
this. I can. Wendell,
At least Kev's got gnomes today, but at least he doesn't have gnomes and puppets.
that'll be coming next.
Stop it, Dave. You're giving him ideas.
Oh, sorry.
Break will come back. It won't even be Kevin's face. It'll just be...
Speaking of which, I've been waiting for Night Below and for you to cast it, but you so rarely cast it. I've been sitting on this for about a month and a half now, Hobbs. When you cast Shark Bolt.
That spell's terrible.
Do you really summon a Sharknado?
Yeah, basically.
I've been sitting behind my computer for a while now.
He's just like, damn it, Hobbs. Get in this game. He's been practicing in the mirror.
Anna Banana has also been a big fan of the shark puppet, is not really quite sure what to make of it. Okay, here we go. Would you give us a D20 roll, Hobbs?
Happily. There it is. Sweet 6.
Sweet 6, eh? What's in here? What you see is a stylized sword that seems to be wielded by a looks to be an aggressive little gnome.
Oh boy.
And she you drew the Avenger. most curious.
She looks at you, Elenil, and you realize now that the coin still has not stopped spinning from where you started it.
Would you seek out the knowledge of what is to come?
He looks at her and he looks down at Wendell. He fishes out a coin, but just slaps it flat.
She puts her hand up and she says,
No need.
and she gestures, and somehow there's now 2 coins that are spinning around, refusing to drop.
What's this coin weigh?
See, the coin that you've placed down, it's gone. And she gestures with her pipe at the card.
Draw your card, elf.
And Dave, you can give us a D20 roll.
Elenil will put his hand towards the cards, and he'll close his eyes
Okay.
and let fate guide his hand.
You draw the card, turn it over, and what you see is a stylized gnome being tortured by a trog, by a like subhuman kind of cross between an ape and like an ogre.
And she says, the torturer.
Doesn't look good for James.
She gestures forward, and the coins seem to roll to the edge of the table, and then as they fall off, she snatches each from the air.
I have a word for each of you, but this is in secret. You know that Pontyridge is in need. Will you rise to meet that need?
We will. We bury a brother in the morning and head off as soon as we can.
Then we will see that you do not travel without assistance. And what I can offer.
And she stands up, and you realize that the cards are gone now. She must have picked it up at some point, or a sleight of hand or something. And she steps forward, and you still can't quite see her face. You can see, like, at least the full face. You can see the bottom part of her mouth, and she seems with the wrinkles in her chin and around her lips. She must be quite old. But she walks up to you, Wendell, and gestures for you to come down.
I'll
Closer.
bend down.
She leans in and she whispers something in your ear. Quiet enough so that no one else can hear. Your eyes kind of go big as she says it. And she walks over to Elenil and gestures to you. She'll lean way down and once again whispers. Elenil seems to be a less demonstrative individual, so I imagine that all we see is maybe one of his bushy eyebrows kind of arcs up.
Yeah, that's how I just do it myself. I'm like,
Nice. Here's what you guys gain. We'll never know what she's told you, but at one point, until you either abandon the quest or until you succeed in defeating Goldpaw, you will be able to re-roll 1d20 roll. But when you re-roll it, if you roll less than 10, you get to add 10 to it.
Nice.
This is
Per session or
your secret fortune. No, this is just once you use it, it's an expendable resource.
Okay, one time.
Yeah, she's told you something, so it'll be like in the fiction of this will be like something might happen in the game where you're gonna take that reroll, and it'll be like, fuck, she told me. And then, you know, that'll be your way of getting it. So you can re-roll 1 dice, but you get, if your re-roll is less than 10, you get to add 10 to the result. So if you rolled an 8 on your re-roll, it's an 18, not an 8.
Nice.
Okay.
It's like taking 10 from a fortune teller.
It's sort of, yeah.
taking 10 in the middle of a fight.
So, with that, she retires, and you can see she nods over to the table where Gleemus is located as well. Dindak will offer for you guys to sleep on the floor inside, if you like. The floors are clean, they're not like disgusting, beer spilled floors. The guy seems to keep the neighborhood tavern pretty clean. You're welcome to sleep outside if you'd prefer, but if you want to sleep indoors, you're welcome to sleep in here.
Seems reasonable.
I'm definitely
We're not there, but
I'm definitely more of an indoors sleeping kind of. I'll take it when I can.
Okay. Pepperidge is sort of stretched out by the fire.
Oh yeah, Wendell curls up with Pepperidge.
Okay. All right. And then it's later in the evening when Billy Dean and James return. So, Billy Dean, what do you think your ritual for summoning your Voidwalker looks like?
Well, it requires an hour of work, and it's drawn probably like a circle with charcoal, and within the charcoal, whatever, I don't remember the exact symbols that they use in World of Warcraft, but something akin to a pentagram, right? So the equivalent of the pentagram, like a magic symbol, and then at each of the 5 points or whatever, he puts herbs, the appropriate herbs, and then sits in the middle as he summons his new Voidwalker.
So I think what happens is there's a little brazier in front of Billy Dean that's burning a little piece of charcoal on it. And what ends up happening, James, this is the first time you've seen this happen, is that about an hour into the whole process, as he's chanting and focusing, there begins to, at first, just a little bit of smoke coming off this thing, like wood that's about to catch fire. But then there's this billowing, jet black smoke that just pours out of this thing. It seems to almost conceal all of Billy Dean. You can still hear him chanting within there. And then something seems to sort of rise up and form with the binding of the magical creatures summoned from elsewhere. You've seen elementals have the same kind of representation of the bond. This thing is most definitely not a creature of the elements. If anything, this is a creature of the void, the anathema of the light. As soon as it summons, the smoke seems to dissipate to just a bit of a perpetual, haze or cloud at the base of this kind of triangular-shaped body. Billy Dean seems quite pleased. James, what do you make of this whole process?
Is there a light equivalent of this, where we summon something of similar, but from the light, an angel or a no?
Yeah, and the reason I think that the reason being there are beings of light that you've heard of they look kind of like almost like runic symbols that sort of drift around. They look kind of like, honestly, like designed Christmas tree ornaments, it's almost a snowflake type thing that sort of drifts around. You've never seen one. You've apart from maybe in visions, but the light doesn't really control or bind things, right? That would be kind of anathema to the light. Whereas even shadow priests actually don't summon. Oh no, they do. They have shadow fiends. So yeah, it's only the light, I think, that doesn't have. Let me think here. Paladins can. They can summon the basically what spiritual guardians does. So yeah, you sort of have not like a pet the way that this thing is.
Right. Okay. But there are guardians that we sort of bring forth from the light.
Yeah, for a shorter period too. This seems to be evidence of a much darker binding.
All right.
Very powerful magics you wield there, Billy Dean.
Why, thank you.
Where did you learn such things?
Well, while I was tailoring at Kirin Tor, sometimes I got a hold of books that weren't quite on the up and up.
I can see that.
So sort of self-taught, but I can't tell you who I learned it from because that would break that trust.
Billy Dean hears in his voice, "Tell them nothing."
Yeah.
Is this the same demon that we met earlier?
No, it's his cousin LJ.
Interesting.
I'm just going to go through the alphabet. LJ, then MJ, then NJ.
Yeah.
Feel bad about the previous 12.
Yeah.
So with a gesture, the Voidwalker disappears.
Yeah, I'm going to probably put it in its pocket dimension, not bring it into the gnome camp.
So with James and Billy Dean coming back from the... Sounds like James is not too offended by the ritual he's witnessed.
No, I think that it's more... Yeah, I think it's what he expected, in a way.
Okay.
But
So what he... with you guys returning back, the town is starting to turn in. Like, if it's at midnight, then most of the town is turned in. By this point, it's just Wendell and Eleanor maybe nursing your drinks and talking over what you plan on doing tomorrow. I'm assuming that neither of you has revealed what Findy, Silverdottle, told you. So you may be just contemplating that. And yeah, James and Billy Dean rejoin you. What do you guys? Anything else you guys wish to do tonight before you turn in, or?
Nope.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good. Billy Dean's good.
Okay. So then, one by one, you guys begin drifting off to sleep, belly full of spiced meat and lovely beer. And morning. Well, I guess first off, Wendell, do you wish to spend any hit dice before you turn in for the evening? Does anyone else have any healing spells they want to make use of to help Wendell out?
Yeah, I can definitely do my last spell. I have one last cure wounds.
I don't know if I have to. It's up to you, because I still have 3 hit dice right now. But
Yeah, but I get it back.
okay, so do I, right?
No, you only get back half your hit dice.
Yeah, half your hit dice.
So you get
back to
12.
full.
Yeah, you get 12 back.
Is that a modification, or
That's the one we've been using all the time. That Kevin uses.
For which?
Yeah.
For hit dice? That's rules is written for 5e. 5e, you only get half your hit dice back over a long rest.
Yep.
Rounded down. So, with that, I kept forgetting it too. It's a weird exception to you get everything back in 5e. So then, with you guys bedding down for the evening, you got to have the opportunity to have a long rest. It's also the safest sleep that you guys have had in probably about a week.
I thought that I just thought the hit dice rule was different. Never mind. I think you get half the hit dice that you expended during short rests back at night, but you fully heal.
No, I don't think that's rules is written. I don't think so.
I thought that's what it was.
I think
Again, I could totally be wrong.
No, we play so many different editions. It's worth a look, though. Let's see.
So if you the way I've been playing it is if you use 3 hit dice during the day to heal, you get 1 of those back, or if you use 4, you get 2 of them back.
Let's see.
Aren't you guys saying the same thing?
No, because Dave's saying the half of the expended ones back. I'm saying it's half your hit dice, full stop. Is that right, Dave? That's what you're saying?
Well, From what I understand, you heal while you sleep, but any hit dice that you use during short rests, you recover those expended hit dice to be used again the next day.
You do, yeah. Land of a long rest, a character regains all lost hit points. They also regain spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half their level. For instance, if your character has 8 hit dice, you can recover 4 overnight. So you do heal. So, yeah, you also heal up to... I didn't realize you healed as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if Hobbs is got 9 hit points down, assuming nothing happened at night, which is a terrible assumption to make in chess games, he would heal overnight, but he would only get half of whatever hit dice he used.
Yeah.
But like
No, half total of your. It sounds like
Half
you get
total.
half total.
Half
of your hit
total, yeah.
dice.
So we're kind of both half right here.
Yeah.
So you get your full hit dice back overnight, and you also get half of your hit dice.
After hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
As long as we know now, we're going to know forever now. We won't ever have to look this up
Sure.
again, right?
Yeah, right.
Next Friday will be Barrow Maze, and I'll completely forget.
What do you do?
Then, okay, so then with morning coming, guys, you get all of your anything that recharges in a long rest or short rest is also restored. So get all your
These sheeps
focus.
don't have a long rest button, do they? No.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think so.
So then, with morning coming, I guess, James, you are likely the first one up to prepare the body and prepare the, the grave.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also want to say some private prayers.
Sure.
So
Okay. Are all of you attending the funeral?
Yes. Well, Billy Dean is. Yes, James, if you can have LJ
Say a few words.
attend as well, since his cousin KJ fell,
I think
in
so.
battle with.
I'm going to be pretty flexible with the warlock, but like having a demon attend a ceremony, like for a funeral, there's other members of the community that would definitely have a problem with that.
That's why I'm asking James. Billy Dean doesn't know better.
yeah, and he would definitely tell
Well,
him.
okay, so
I don't
the
think
thing
so.
is, like, Billy Dean's not dead yet, which tells me that he's got at least some survival instinct. So he can't, like, if he's so oblivious as to not realize that people would take offense to warlocks, it seems unlikely that he would survive this long. There's got to be some. I mean, you can still play the character the exact same way. There just needs to be some explanation for why. And maybe it's the dark, voice in his head that tells him when he's going to get him. When he's going to do something that's going to get him in trouble.
And would you do that for a Paladin of the Light?
I explained why I would want to, but if James says no, that's fine.
He just doesn't think it would be right.
Like you say, cultures, a clashing of cultures or something.
Yeah.
So then, there would be a couple of members of the community that would attend the ceremony of the paladin, partly just to be, what do you call it? To be supportive of the people who are going to help the community. Some who are, gratitude to the paladins, and some who just, something to do for the day.
Right.
So,
There's always someone.
yep.
I think Elenil's present, but he stands back, leans on a gravestone further away and just kind of half pays attention. He's really paying, or he looks like he's half paying attention, but he's really kind of at loss for words because
Okay.
life is precious to him, but at the same time doesn't really want to be there and be taking part actively.
This is, so unlike the tavern, being both outside and because you're a rogue, you could just disappear into the surrounding eaves and whatnot, and could,
Yeah, no, he wants the rest of the group to know that he's there, but he's
Okay.
not. This isn't his. He doesn't want to be there.
All right. So then, once that is over, you guys can find that the person who you spoke to when you were coming in, Lonky Buzzboss, he seems to be the one who he's like the second in command of the watch, but he seems to be quite out of his depth as far as things are. But yeah, I'm going to assume that you guys talked a little bit about how you wanted to reach Fort True Valley the night before.
Oh, I just have one element to add for the funeral before we move on.
Yeah, please
to
do. Go ahead.
Just that I think that if you guys are watching closely as James is performing the ceremony, you notice at a couple of points he maybe tears up a bit, and you think it's You're not sure if he's acting for the crowd or if he's just over the top, but it seems quite a bit for someone he wouldn't know. He's only known for a week.
So who
I was going to say, oh, go ahead, Dave.
I was going to say, Andrew's character came delivering the letter, right? And the rest of us had been traveling together, hunting bounties?
Yes.
Elenil, James, and Slain.
Yeah.
Eleanor, James, and Slain. Okay.
And then Billy Dean you met on the road.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be a point at some point where it gets quiet or something, and then you hear Wendell, blow his nose or something and say, I barely knew the lad, Pepperidge, but he gave his life for us, and we have to take that for what it is, and we'll take his word on to Sentinel Hill, but until then, go, Paw. And then the smack on the Pepperidge.
Squeaks. Turns around and kind of like snorts at you, and you can tell it's pissed. Like, what are you doing, man? Come on.
That's how he always emphasizes
Nudges
everything.
you. Yeah. All right. And sorry,
Are
Jeff.
you rolling to see insight to see if I'm...
Yeah, I think Eleanor's curious to try and...
Okay, I'll roll
trying to figure out what's
deception
going on
because
with
he's
James.
probably trying to be...
You guys are rolling like against each other.
Yeah, we're rolling against each other. I think you can tell he is really sad. He seems legitimately sad.
And why did you roll deception?
Because he's
He's
hiding
trying to
it.
hide it.
Oh, he's trying to hide being sad. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Does James keep the torn bit of the banner?
Oh, that's a tough question. I think that maybe that's what you noticed too, is that he's extra careful with burying it and tucking it into sort of the robes or whatever that we've put on. What's his name? Enric?
Enric?
Enric. And that's the part he's very careful with.
Okay.
And but he does bury it with him. Yes.
All right. So then, as you guys get back inside the earthen ramparts of Ponty Bridge, what you can see is it seems like some of the Watch and Gleamus wobble gauge are there, and it seems like they've collected they've set up a little like table outside of her shop, and they've got a couple of things down on top of it. If you are intent on going to Fort True Valley, have you shared with them your plan for kind of taking the river up there? Or like taking a boat?
I think so, because I think at some point we maybe would have like said, hey, I'd like to get some light armor, or maybe we need some supplies, or find out what's happening if we can, or how many people that the sergeant took with him. And
so
we need to get a boat from them if we're taking a boat, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can call it a gnomish fan boat, but they will supply you with a boat that'll take you upriver, and it's, as we said, it'll be 8 miles per hour, as opposed to the extended length of time it'll take you to get up there.
That's amazing.
Yeah. From the first, I can't remember. Yeah, Dave, I don't remember if there is. It'll be in the group loot, I think.
Do we have a group loot? I didn't see one.
I thought you guys...
I was just asking Cav if there was any like we split any coin or something like that after that first fight that I fought in and just disappeared in missed sessions.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
I don't think I have any.
Here we go. Oh no, it's party loot. That's wrong campaign. Here.
No worries. I'm not really going to buy anything. I was, if I had to buy some arrows or something, or...
you can assume that they'll supply you with that stuff if you're going to try and...
Okay. Then I'll stock up with arrows. That's all I need.
Okay. Well, there's a couple other things they're going to have on offer here. Here we go, guys. Westfall loot using everyone's favorite treasure goblin. Good old Badonka-Dunk.
Badonka-Dunk.
All right, so so you can assume that you're going to get treasure. They will supply you with 3 healing potions.
Oh, nice.
They also have some additional things here. You're an archer, Eleanor?
Yeah, it's a melee and ranged.
So, Gleamus has a couple of things that may be of interest to you. One of them is she holds up these batch of like very strange looking. Well, the arrows don't look strange. The arrowheads are a little weird. There's some kind of like adjustable kind of nozzle on it, and they look kind of like. Oh no, sorry, they got little packets on the end of it, like so.
Oh. Is it wrapped in a purple and black leotard? Because I could definitely.
What they are is, and she has, we'll say 3 of them. You fire these, you make a range attack, doesn't do any damage, but the ammunition vanishes, and it then makes a sound. Either the sound of books falling, a dropped coin, or breaking glass. And you can toggle how loud you want it to be and what sound you want it to be. It can be as quiet as a whisper or as loud as a scream.
Wow, cool.
That is kind of cool.
3 bits of fanfare ammo. There's also 3 clockwork arrows. These things look a little weird. It has like an arrowhead on the end, but it looks like there's 2 hinges that go in with these spinning blades on it. Each of these, if you hit with it, then it releases these engineering blades, and it causes, on a hit, it causes the damage initially, and then it does an additional 1d8 slashing at the end of the target's next turn from these blades cutting across this thing.
Huh.
So there's 3 of those. She also offers you 3, and this is for any of you guys, 3 chronal grenades.
3 what?
Chronal grenades. They have a range of 60 feet. You toss these things over, and you don't want to be within 20 feet of this thing when it goes off. But anyone within it must make a wisdom save, or their walking speed is reduced by half, and they have disadvantage on dexterity checks. So it slows them down a bit. There are 3 of those chronal grenades, and unfortunately she only has 1 of these. She also has a clockwork fayfly. You wind this thing up and set it loose, and it will stay within 60 feet of you. And when you speak a command word, it will either emit light, like a light spell, or it will cast fairy fire, affecting a 20-foot cube originating from itself, so lighting everything up within 20 feet.
Oh.
Sweet.
Each of those things are for you guys to take with you as well.
James would definitely take some of those speed grenades if you guys would let him have them.
The chronal grenade?
You want 1 or do you want all 3?
Well, I mean,
all 3. He's not really attacking or anything. So.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
he would use them
Right.
Okay.
as they are non-lethal.
And
Anybody else shoot arrows? Right. Wendell, you got a gun, right?
I have Bessie. I prefer it to be called by a proper name.
I mean,
There you go, man.
Billy Dean collects Tinker Toys, so he could take the toy and be in charge of that.
a clockwork fayfly?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then, and what about the clockwork arrows? Is that what you're taking, Dave?
Both of them, fanfare and clockwork.
Fanfare and clockwork arrows? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. So the clockwork arrows can be a damage modifier,
If
right?
you want to, if you want to find basically what they are is an enchanted object that does the clockwork bolt cantrip. So if you do a search, I've got that in the companion.
Okay.
And then Jeff, if you want to look up Chronal Lance, that's the spell that's effectively embedded in these grenades.
Oh, okay.
It just
if I look
means-
at the spell Chronal Lance, it will
Chronal
tell me.
Lance, yeah.
Okay, I'll write that down.
Because I've got, and that's also in the compendium. So you can find that in there as well.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. So then, sorry, is James taking all 3 grenades, or is he?
I believe that's what the guy said.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then Billy Dean's got the Fayfly. All right. So you guys have a boat. You have placed your left your, what do you call it, paladin to rest. Is there anything else you got? Oh, and Wendell, you will be able to be supplied with a lighter armor if you want to wear something that doesn't impose disadvantage.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah, so any non-magical armor you can find in the equipment thing, you're welcome to.
I have a book, I guess.
Yeah. I think everyone's got the 5e PHP. Here. All right. So then, anything else you guys wish to do before you set out for the day? How about what's the plan for approaching the fort?
I think we got to get within a mile or so, and then maybe beach, and then take a look, and then decide what to do from there. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Because, I mean, you're going to be able to easily get upriver before... Let's see if anything interesting happens. Okay. So then, unless there's anything else that you guys wish to do, you hop in the boat, and the thing fired up, and it definitely, especially in the canyon, James, like, you know that this is the fort, True Valley is located at the entrance to a fort, or entrance to a cavern. It's going to be noisy as shit. But...
Eleanor leads into Billy Dean and goes, I don't think these arrows can make more noise than this boat.
Yeah. What?
I said, I don't think these arrows can make more noise than the boat.
All right. So
We should
with
test that out.
3 hours of travel, and you guys are able to disembark about, within a couple of miles of the fort. So there's no chance of it being heard. Unfortunately, you've seen nothing passing overhead and nothing in the water. Guys, beach. And why don't we do this? We'll end. We'll take our mid-session break here, but let me grab everybody.
End the lives of these characters quickly so you can make new ones.
Yeah, exactly. It's just becoming a, what do you call it? A revolving door of characters dying over and over again.
So just to be clear, Kev, these grenades, it does the same effect, but in the radius of the grenade blast instead of 3
Correct,
targets,
yeah, within 20
right?
feet
Yeah,
of where
okay.
the grenade falls. You can toss the grenade 60 feet where it hits, it pulses out 20 feet in every direction, so it's not restricted to just 3, it's whatever's in the radius.
Okay.
Okay? So,
I have a question.
Yes,
they
of
don't
course.
have a breastplate, right? Because a breastplate is still a medium armor, but it doesn't give disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, they can have that there for you. There's probably leftover
It's
human
a lot
stuff.
more expensive, but
No, it's fine.
all right. I think that would be the thing that he would. That makes sense. Then he can still have some better armor class, but it won't give him minuses.
Okay.
Or-
That works for me.
okay,
All right,
perfect.
guys. So, Dan, that means that's actually great for Wendell. So I think on your character sheet, you can drag and drop a breastplate down from the compendium, and then just unequip the armor you've got on right now, and it'll stop making you roll at disadvantage, or stop reminding you at least. So, guys, let me bring you over here. Oh, let me make sure I've got. Okay, good. Guys, here we
Shit,
go.
I don't remember how to add stuff.
Just find it in the compendium and then just
I don't
select
know how
it.
to find the compendium. Is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
the I symbol, the top in the top right.
Letter I.
Yeah,
Not sword armor.
letter I. Between
so-
journal and the cog, I think.
Oh, I know why. Because my character sheet is unhooked.
Oh,
There
yep,
you go.
yep, that won't work. All right, guys. So I've got you down here So you can see some of Fort True Valley. Now,
This looks like an interesting. I'm not
This
sure this is a Pickard.
this is not, no.
I was going to
this seems to
say.
me like 20.
We've seen a lot of these. We know what they look like, don't we, Kevin? It's like you look at them and you're like, this is not a Pickard.
Oh, last time we sieged the fort, it took us about 20 sessions and 3 withdrawals.
Are you saying this is going to take a while, Dave?
This will take us through to June. No, with this, so what you can see, guys, if there were, and there were probably doors at the entrance to this fort, they have been left open. And in here, you won't be able to scope out the far side, but please feel free to move yourself up the edge here on the eastern bank of the river and reconnoiter as much of it as you'd like. What I think we'll do is, why don't we take our mid-session break right now, and then you guys can come back and finish reconnoitering, spot what you can spot, and then we'll decide how you guys wish to approach this task. So we'll be back momentarily.
I can't believe we had we just had our own like death of a companion when I just got done watching Wheel of Time episode 5. It's crazy. I'll be right back. Crazy, Jeff, crazy.
Fun, fun, fun.
I do think you're right. The siege could take us a while.
You never know.
All right.
We're a little more brazen in 5th edition, though, than we are in 2nd edition.
Well, and we've got like cool skills and abilities at 3rd level, versus just some hit points and like 2 spells.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably more akin to like a 6th level, I guess, comparing the editions.
Mm-hmm. So what you can see, Elenil, is those 3 gnolls that are at the gate there. They're standing watch, but not very closely paying attention.
They're like gnoll watching.
They're not. They're not watching at all. No, James, you know that
nobody's one.
There's this rope bridge across here, but there are 2 rope bridges on the other side of the river.
Okay.
So there are 3 possible entrances here.
And we're just going up and down this one side of the river, right?
Yes. For right now, all you guys have done is reconnoiter the one side.
Okay.
I guess I might as well just walk across. Oh, what the heck? I'm not. I don't think James would actually do it. I think he would get the report, but I'll just walk around just so that I can see the map. So that.
And
inside there.
You walked into a tower on accident. It looks like.
Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to be over there.
Where are you? Oh, it should. Hold on, let me make sure.
There's like a tower there.
Let's see.
We found something.
Boom. Dynamic. I don't know why they have it on a separate layer, but there's a separate place where you have to set up the restricting the movement through dynamic lighting barriers.
Oh,
I don't even know how to make it work, dude. I haven't figured it out, and I can't make my dynamic layer, my lighting work anymore. I don't know how to.
It's on. It's just on the first tab of the page.
I did it, but then when I was trying to block stuff off, it was weird. It just didn't work the way it used to. It didn't. I couldn't make it, and I don't know what was going on. I was disappointed. I'll pick your brain about it another time.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. Let's see. There's Billy Dean. All right. So, you guys have completed. What you can tell as well is that the drop here is 50 feet down. One of the reasons this place was selected was because of that sort of even drop off. The stone walls are 12 feet high. And then that tower at the north end of the fort, that thing is 4 stories tall.
wow.
Yeah, it gives like a good view of up and down the river. Just unfortunately not with the road, sort of like this road here that you guys are near. That has largely grown in quite a bit. It seems like no one's bothered to take care of it. And the fort itself seems to be in a little bit of not, collapsing or in a ruin or anything. You can hear lots of yipping and yelping and the sort of chatter of the gnoll's language from within.
Is there something here and there, or no? This is just
you
woods.
ignore that. They just the way the map is set up is I've got the extra levels of the tower.
The upper levels are there.
Yes, I just got them on the same map as opposed to a separate map.
Gotcha.
Oh,
It's all like forest. It's all forest.
Yeah,
It's all forest then, right?
Yeah, it's all solid forest. That's right, Billy Dean. All the way through, so you got plenty of places you can go. So, what are you guys thinking here? And there is a beach down on this side here where you can see it, and a beach down over there as well. But
The gnomes didn't know of any hidden entrances or anything, did they?
no, this was built by humans at some point, and they weren't aware of it.
Yeah.
So So what are you guys thinking?
All right, let's come up with a clever plan. If only Store was here, he'd come up with one and then ignore it and rush in.
We seem to be good at that.
This group definitely is.
Yeah. What about this? Rush in.
Do we have any way to silence those three while we kill them, and like maybe we throw one of those chronal grenades in there, slow them down, silence them, and then kill them if we can from distance or by rushing in, however, or whatever the best way is.
So I have set up where every thing you might encounter in here is. These things, if you ever see these, you can assume it's just bog standard gnolls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So those guys are just
Billy Dean.
red shirt gnomes.
Yeah.
Could you across there? Could you like go under the bridge? You know, hand over hand it to get over there and bust in there. If we can't kill them all with one shot, and you can maybe attack them. What do you think?
You asking Alani?
Yeah. Eleanor?
Eleanor's like, I'd already considered whether I could climb down, cross it through the water, and then climb back up the other side, drop into their fort, or at least see what else is there to see. But
James, would you give us another history check, please?
perhaps in the cover of night.
I wonder if the gnolls wouldn't actually be more capable of seeing things at night than they are during the day.
Possibly.
Well, Billy Dean's one of his spells is
Well, that darkness thing.
Am I not on?
You're on.
Billy
Carl,
Dean
what are you
has
saying?
Go.
Okay. Oh, so Billy Dean has a spell that does have 120 foot range. If you wanted to like just draw them out, and you might draw out a whole bunch, and then someone can go in.
I don't know if what I was thinking is we might be able to infiltrate and seek and destroy if possible. I don't want to get into a big fight because we don't have any tanks that can do anything, right? Everyone is like a distance fighter.
James can tell you as well too that one of the defenses that is set up here that he remembers from them is because you don't want people. Yeah, there's a reason there's rope bridges here. They just detach and drop.
Right.
So we'd have to get across the bridge before they cut it, or
That's why we're gonna.
somebody would have to be there to keep them from cutting it.
And then I'll shoot them from distance.
Sure, Wendell. Maybe.
How is that different?
I wanted to silence them. I wanted to silence them if we could, but if we don't have a way, then we're going to do whatever.
I mean, we can have Elendil try to go, sneak attack, backstab, whatever.
I can't kill 3 guys in one shot.
I can kill one from here, but it'll be noisier.
Mm-hmm. Well, if Elendil kills one, if he gets over there and kills one, then that could secure the bridge. If we take out the other 2,
it's unlikely that it would just be one. Like the bridge definitely can go down, but it would probably take 2 of them in order to do that in a quick way and
round or something.
Depending on what they know, like the gnolls may or may not know the sort of quick release thing that was intended to work with this.
Right.
There's another bridge over here too, right? So.
There's 2 bridges on the far side, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys haven't actually explored over there yet. You don't know.
Well, that was the other thing that Eleanor was going to suggest. She's like, I could climb down, go around, and scope out the whole place.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do.
We ever hear anything but gnoll voices, like gnomes being tortured or anything?
Why don't you give us a perception check there, Wendell?
Good call.
Snacks.
When you are reconnoitering near the tower, you can hear the wailing of a gnome voice. distinctively.
And the tower's up on the north side?
Yeah, and it kind of comes and goes. Like, it's not someone moaning, it's someone screaming in pain or something and then stopping, and then you hear a bunch of gnoll laughter and then more pain and then more gnoll laughter. But the voice definitely sounds like a gnome. That's squeaky.
Every time Wendell blinks, he sees the card, the Torturer.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So you guys can also assume that there is foliage thick enough to be able to sneak up to really the edge here.
Yeah. Why don't I go around and try and see what's on the other side?
All right.
Okay,
Because maybe we can. This is obvious. Maybe we can find another way to get to them. And this is the escape route instead of the entrance.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go to the north, actually,
Okay.
and make my way down.
sorry, what's the guy's name's Goldpaw, right?
Yeah.
Gold pot, yeah.
You know, in all the gnolls we've encountered so far, we've been able to break their ranks by taking out their leadership. Do we think that we could take out Goldpaw and not necessarily completely rout them, but at least break their ranks?
I think it would help because he's the one who has, they said, has that artifact or magical item or something that's helping them, gather the gnolls.
Right.
So one thing you guys have also noticed is it looks like the tower at the highest level of the tower seems to have a hole smashed in it, or part that has collapsed through. It's about a 30-foot gap, so which makes up about, if you're looking at it, not quite half of a side of the tower. So the wall seems to have been smashed out.
What are these things?
What
I'm
are which
thinking if you had a
things?
50-foot rope.
Those things
you
seem
see-
to be siege weapons.
Oh. We could use them to catapult ourselves on top of the tower.
All right, so Eleanor, are you? What I'd like is a athletics check, DC 10, please.
I think he's going to tie a rope and dangle it down for the climb down.
Okay, so roll with advantage. Easy. Now, would you kindly give us a stealth check as well, too? Let's see how sneaky you are. Easy. Yeah. So you make your way down to the 50 feet down the side of the cliff here. It is enough of a rough surface that you could probably quite easily scramble up this thing on your own as well, if you didn't have the rope.
If I had to. Okay. Just going to try and find a spot where swimming across will be easier.
Okay. The water is pretty quick moving here. Maybe give us a perception check.
There's 4 points of astonishing
There is
fortune.
8 points of astonishing fortune, actually.
8 points. Look at that.
Because you got it tossed 2 for a re-roll. Do you want to re-roll that perception check?
No, I'm just gonna roll. I'm just
Just roll with it, bro.
rolling the dice.
All right. Let me.
Water elemental eats Elenil, and you guys never know what happens.
Where is everyone else while you guys are doing this?
I feel like it's that around the no fire campfire as we're all preparing, like Wendell's wiping down his musket. Billy Dean is,
Okay.
I don't know, petting his demon.
So, Eleanor, would you give us a once again an athletics check, and then I'm going to ask for a stealth check. And I'll remind you, you can spend a point of astonishing fortune to roll with advantage if you want. Okay, so you're able to keep yourself afloat. How about your stealth check? Easy. So you're making your way. You swim easily to the other bank. and silently come out of the water. I think you probably hear once again the from up in the tower.
And where is it? Is this the tower here?
That is the tower right there, yeah.
Okay. And it's broken on which side?
On the side that faces to the southeast.
Okay. So this side.
Yes.
Okay.
So you get yourself out?
Sneak along.
Sure.
Oh, I see another knoll there.
And you can hear them kind of talking back and forth. Appears there are more guards.
I think he'll, now they put less likely to look down, but still, keep sneaking. Standard knoll formation.
Okay. All right. You can see a second bridge.
Down at the bottom here.
Yep. All right.
Why has this one got nobody at it? Gonna backtrack.
There is no mistake.
No mistaking it. There's nobody guarding.
No, there's nobody guarding there.
There's certainly no reason for that.
There's no reason to be suspicious of that.
Correct.
Gonna go across.
Ropes are already cut. Oh boy. And so ends.
Would you give us one more
character.
stealth check, please, Lamian?
You want the athletics check too?
It's such a short distance, I'm not too concerned about that. I'm more...
Use a point so you don't fail. You
want to spend 2 points before we...
Sure.
Okay.
see, use the 1 point next time.
There you go. 90-23. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but that's just it. I shouldn't be needing it. I've got a +5.
Yeah, but still your chances are
Okay.
All right.
25%.
So, as with the other side of the, what do you call it? The other side of the canyon wall, this is going to be a relatively easy thing to go up. DC will be at 12. Lots of handholds and...
Yeah, you know what? I was going to try and climb up here.
Okay. Do you have a climbing kit?
No.
Okay, so let's go ahead and give us a roll. Athletics.
I'm going to use a point to climb with advantage.
Okay, sounds good.
Didn't need it.
Nice. So you can go ahead and move yourself to the top there. All right. You can hear the sound of gnolls from within.
From here?
From elsewhere. They're at least 50 feet away from you.
Oh, okay. But they're not like nearby in a building here.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna peek around the corner. Actually,
Sure.
I'm gonna check the bridge here. Does it look like it's already been rigged to?
Do you have training in? Hold on. Don't you have an ability to automatically spot traps at a certain DC or something like that? Or am I once again confusing? No, I'm thinking of 3rd edition again.
I think it's his passive perception.
Yeah. Passive perception is only a 10 for LNL.
Oh boy.
No, I'm thinking of Enric. What is LNL's passive perception?
11.
11, okay. Way better.
Way better.
Way better, guys. Come on, give me some credit.
What is his passive insight?
His insight
Yeah.
is a -1.
So passive insight's a 9. What's his AC?
14.
Okay. Great, thank you. All right, so you're taking a look at this thing. Why don't you give us a yeah, give us a perception check. Looks safe to you.
Looks safe to me. Okay, sounds good. I started doing in my campaign. I've started doing like perception checks, and insight rolls are GM rolls, so the player has no idea what the score is, and then the GM just tells them whatever the fuck they want. It's great.
Okay. You're such a good player. He could tell you whatever the hell he wants, and you would still use it that way. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
It's way less metagaming though. It's awesome.
Well, the uncertainty here is pretty great.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
Okay. Well, he's just gonna take a peek into the courtyard area.
Sure.
Hope he can get around the corner while he's sneaking. But
Yep.
so yeah, let's just use those 3.
So what are you thinking?
Can I traverse this little ledge here? Tell me what.
You can. You'll see it gets pretty narrow after. Yeah.
Oh yeah, over here there's like literally no spot.
There's a little bit there. There's a lip that you could either use athletics to climb or acrobatics to try and
Like balance.
Yeah. What are you thinking? I think DC 12 in either case.
I think I'll acrobatically go across this.
Go ahead. It's only 50 feet to fall. I mean,
Well, you know.
easy. Go ahead and position yourself on the far side there.
Bam. And so the group was where?
Group is
Way over here?
directly over there.
Shit.
So I think, let's see here. Billy Dean, you just saw that the elf came out the far side. He's next to the fort. Billy Dean's got the highest passive perception, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at all these rolls I made.
So Billy Dean, he's right over there.
That's your character, Carl.
Oh, you're muted, Carl.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think what. I don't want the gnolls to see us like. So I let everyone else know.
Okay. Billy Dean points out that Elenil is sneaking on the far side there. I'm assuming that you're like letting yourself be seen by them.
Yeah,
Dave. Like, if you
I'm
didn't-
not trying to hide anymore to the
Okay.
group. I want to be able to be.
All right. I mean, we could cause a distraction. You know, I could also have the Void Walker, if it gets close enough, cast a darkness globe.
I think Elenil kind of like waves,
So
and then
wave that.
it's like kind of, come closer.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we're not going to try and cross the water. That's not going to make any sense for us. I mean, it would make sense for us to maybe take the boat back, go back to the boat, come back, cross the other side, and then come up that way. But
All he's done is wave you. All it's done is wave you closer. There's been no mention of crossing.
I'm not
the water.
going any fucking closer. What the hell? No, I'm just kidding. You can go closer.
And then does this.
Elenil flips,
Wendell
Elenil
does
flips
this.
everybody to birds and says, "Hey, is that a gnome in the woods?"
So what are you guys thinking here? What are we doing?
So we're moving.
Can you?
He wants to talk to someone apparently.
So-
So,
so-
you want me to
so-
sneak up there?
Tiny.
I can sneak up there if you want. I'm a good stealther. Or an okay
stealth
stealther,
over there.
I guess.
Yeah. Do it.
You're rolling
Alright.
with advantage as well because of the amount of cover and the sound of the river below.
Makes sense for you to do it.
Easy, Wendell. You can place yourself right up to anywhere where there's still foliage.
Why are you always fucking everything up, man? What was the plan?
So he goes 3, and he points towards the bridge. And then he goes, 0 back that way. And he so like there's another bridge.
Okay.
I love it.
So, Wendell, are you bringing that news back to the...
Or do you just want to shoot these guys?
I'll go back.
Okay.
All right, boys, at 3 a.m., the plan happens at the count of 0.
I mean, wouldn't it be better to attack them like at dawn? The light's kind of coming this way. If this is north, is the top.
I don't know, lad. He's a killer. He's a night elf. He knows his business.
This is only about not even noon when you guys reach. You're reconnoitering here, too.
Oh, maybe it was 3 p.m.
Yeah, and remember, you're hearing the sounds of gnomes screaming within, too.
Oh, yeah. Will the sun be behind us?
No, the sun's probably west, right? So it's behind them.
Perfect. We'll be in the shadows of the keep.
Mm-hmm.
So?
Well, again, I mean, Billy Dean can light them up from range, and the Void Walker can then darken the bridge if we need to.
We're obviously ignoring Dave's plan.
Well, that's whatever. You can do what you gotta do.
I mean, Billy Dean suggests to Wendell, well, tell Elenil to climb up, maybe if they're on over the wall, and then see what havoc the road can do.
He mentioned he could snipe these guys at the front if we prepare. Like if you pick one, I'll pick one, and he picks one. Maybe we can just take them all in one swipe, and and then whatever havoc comes in that mess, then we can seek out whatever we need to. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think? All right, so I'll go back up there. Point at him and point at one of them.
I mean, Billy Dean can probably fire at this one. Well, he can get all three, actually, if I hit.
Elenil nods. Has no clue what you're talking about.
All right, the plan's set then.
Now he's like, okay. Finger. He turns around, goes the other way, and is like, finger. Looks like he's.
Oh my god.
Okay, I got this.
Give me 1 second.
Does it look more difficult to climb the wall, Kev, or to go back across the?
The wall will be much more difficult to climb. It's almost it's mortared stone, so it's going to be much flatter surface. It's probably a DC like I think a 15 or a 16.
Okay.
Let's say 15. I always overshoot with these 5
Okay, well, I think
DCs.
he's still gonna. He'll look up and see. Okay, yeah, this wall looks a little crazy. I'm gonna go back the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Carl,
Yeah.
why don't you focus on the one in the middle, because then your stuff could affect both of them possibly, right?
All three of them.
Yeah, and I'll focus on this one, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I can shoot two scorching rays, by the way, at 3D.
I told him a perfect method of what to do, so I'm positive this plan will come together.
Okay. So
I'm not gonna use all our points though. I'm gonna try and roll with out.
okay, so it's 12 athletics or acrobatics. Easy. Nice. Okay.
And then he has no idea what they're doing, so he's just gonna peek around the corner and pull his bow out.
Okay. Any particular ammunition he's using, or just regular arrows?
You know, he could
Do that like a distraction.
use the fanfare arrows, and hopefully the guys will use that as like time to. Hopefully they're ready, and he'll use one of the fanfare arrows.
Okay.
And is there any window panes anywhere in the?
Not that you can see. You can see that there is a door right over here, a big door that leads into what looks like barracks.
Okay.
You can hear there's a bunch of gnolls right up here.
Okay. And what were the 3 sounds it could make? It was broken glass.
It can make sound of books falling, a dropped coin, or breaking glass, anywhere from a whisper up to as loud as a scream.
Okay. Maybe it'll confuse the fuck out of the gnolls. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna aim for like top of the wall over here.
Okay.
And it'll be a broken glass, kind of like if you like toss a baseball through a window.
Yeah. Okay.
Like enough to break it, enough to make a noise, but not enough to like hopefully alert everybody.
Okay. I'm gonna say your attack roll against an AC of 8.
Okay. So just short roll.
Okay. Easy.
There's the signal, lads! Fire!
So all the gnolls kind of are looking over. And let's everyone click on your token, please. Let's roll some initiative.
It's a good thing we got those arrows. That was kind of fun.
Yeah. Oh, I've purchased so many 5e books and shit like that in the last little while. I decided today that I was going to intentionally make use of a bunch of the things. So these come from the Griffin saddlebag, and the 2 clockwork things come from Deep Magic from Kobold Press.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. All right, I need my Knoll stats, and I've even set up all the tokens ahead of time too, the proper HP.
What the?
I know.
Oh.
A brave new step into competency. It's crazy. Okay. All right. And do we have everybody in there now, or are we missing? Yep, everyone. Nice. All right. Descending. All right, so they're not going to have an action this round. I was checking for surprise. I wasn't sure if you get, like, bonus for flat-footed or whatnot, but you don't get advantage or anything on these attack rolls. They're just there. So, Eleanor, you're up first. What are you doing?
What's the 1.17?
For tie-breaking, it's his dex, I'm assuming.
Dex is probably his dex. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's if you go into the cog on the character sheet, there's a
Okay.
thing that allows you to add your dex.
Yeah, for tie-breaking.
To break ties. Yeah.
So, Eleanor, you're up first. What would you like to do?
I think he's going to draw an arrow, and he's going to hold it and wait for something to happen, because he doesn't know if the rest of the guys are reacting.
Okay.
So he'll hold for.
Why don't I do this? I'm going to put you at the bottom of the initiative order.
Sure.
Before the gnolls.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Billy Dean, what are you doing?
So Billy Dean is going to fire at this gnoll. I'm going to use Scorching Ray.
Do you have line of sight to him?
I can see him. I don't know if I have line of sight. So I guess that's up to you.
You're missing half of the token. I mean, you could move yourself up by 1 if you like. Just because if you're missing...
Okay.
That's still half... so I'll have cover. It just means you're a little more difficult to hit. The other one, you get no cover. Yeah, the one that pinged orange there.
Okay. That's fine. Well, he's got 2 Scorching Rays. He's going to fire at this one and this one, I guess.
All right, so then...
and I would like to use a... do you guys mind if I use like a... Because you want to get this done, get these guys. So would you mind if I use a...
Astonishing Fortune?
Astonishing Fortune to get...
second. The second one is going to be the more difficult attack roll. So why don't you give us an attack roll on the first one for your Scorching Ray?
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Shoot. No. Why does it do that?
I think you rolled really crappy, didn't you?
No, roll 2D. I have an extra D6.
Are you upcasting it? Oh, yeah, of course you are. Cause it's,
I also have to upcast it.
Yeah,
so 10
5.
points.
10 points. All right. So, and then are you using your bonus action to trigger your...
I will use a bonus action now to get these other guys.
Okay.
So
well, he takes the damage too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then...
because I can't... If I cast it, if I do it to myself, I can hurt myself. So, yeah. I remember
Is it within 10 feet?
Yeah,
5 feet, 10 feet of them. Okay, so yeah, so both the others are hit by it. Okay, and then go ahead and give us. You said you wanted to roll
with advantage on this other guy.
Okay, so 1 point of astonishing fortune gone. I'm not sure how many you guys have left right now. I'm not tracking that shit.
We had 8 and we've used 4. We have 4 left.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. So the 21 is a hit. So 3, and then give us another d6. 6 points.
Jeez, that's awful. Bad rolls.
All right. So, Billy Dean, you and hurl these things out, and then scream more, and more fire bursts out of this thing. One of the gnolls is almost completely immolated by this. And then
I moved the Voidwalker up.
Okay.
And like the edge of the forest.
James, what are you doing?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to move up with my team, but I don't really have a. I'm not
remember, it is difficult terrain you're moving through too. That foliage would be.
It's tough, yeah.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. Go.
Okay.
There you go.
I mean, I might as well do it with stealth, right? Can I do that? Even if
sure.
I'm,
Yeah.
1, 2.
And Wendell, what are you doing?
I'm firing, sir.
Okay. Who are you shooting at?
The other one on the other side there, that open one.
Okay, so then it'll be a little trickier shot. Do you have anything that ignores cover? Don't you have a feat?
Oh, yeah. My shot does ignore cover.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Let me see what this is.
So, and then make your decision for what class resources you want to make use of.
That's it. Careful aim is the bonus action.
Okay.
I think one of these, I thought I'd get advantage. Focus.
Yeah, if you're spending some of your.
Yeah, I'll use a point of focus. Careful aim, it gives me nothing, or it gives me that where I don't be affected, and then I'll do the sharpshooter, so they'll take more damage. Nice. I have a minus to hit.
Okay. Go right ahead and make your roll with advantage when you are ready.
Advantage. I don't know. Are you ready? Do you want to change the music or anything? Or
look at this. Backseat DMing. Brutal.
I was just trying to add some tension. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
I don't feel like you're intimidated by backseat DMing, Kevin.
What's that?
You know, I don't think you're ever intimidated at all by.
No, he doesn't give a shit.
DMing. I know.
He doesn't give a shit.
Never. All right, so that is an amazing shot. I think this other one, he gets hit by the fire and kind of like, and then you hear a pop as one of its eyes explodes. And if you look through it, the whole back of the head has been blown out. One of them is down. Is Pepperidge doing anything?
I think Pepperidge is going to charge across.
Okay.
Okay.
So that counts as 1.
Oh, we never told Hobbs about the thing that we had for Pepperidge, did we?
Oh, yeah.
The rage potion. We have a rage potion.
Yeah, maybe this is actually the moment for it.
So for Pepperidge, we got a thing called the Essence of Rage.
What the?
Yeah.
When Pepperidge takes it for 1 minute, so for 10 rounds.
Oh, not yet then. Well, we should wait till we're fighting Goldpaw.
Gets the benefit of Barbarian class features as a first level. And if
nice.
You also can take an attack when he make a 1-weapon attack when he drinks the potion, and if he ends his turn without attacking a hostile creature or without taking damage, his rage doesn't end, but he takes 1d4 psychic damage instead.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Crazy with rage. All right. So then,
I love it.
Now hold on. I don't think. Remember, a charge isn't a thing in 5e unless you've got the.
He has it.
He has it. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Pepperidge, go ahead and click on. Doesn't he do extra damage with a charge too?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, Pepperidge.
You don't even need to actually. He kills that one. So it knocks its feet out, and then as it's coming back, Pepperidge just chomps on his, or maybe gores him along the face. All right. Eleanor, you see all of this happening? What are you doing?
Looks like we're attacking now.
Can
he move or
can you shoot that guy?
Eleanor can move too.
Yeah, he held his action.
There, and then As a bonus action, he's going to use as a symbol of death.
Hey.
What's that do?
It allows him to attack with advantage against a creature he would not normally have advantage against,
Nice.
which allows him to sneak attack a creature who's not engaged in melee.
Love it. Okay.
So sneak
Buster.
attack with the short bow.
That's awesome. Let me put a symbol of death on him.
Oh,
14 points of damage.
if a 12 hits.
12 is actually all you need. They're not that hard to hit.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no. I said corrected. Oh, boy.
You don't get an advantage. Your class features have any advantages on the sneak attack.
No, it doesn't give me advantage. It lets
Okay.
me. Wait. How does it? Place symbol allowing you to see your target to use your sneak attack that even if you do not have advantage. So it doesn't give me advantage, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, just okay.
Yeah.
Just allows you to sneak attack.
All right. Now, do you want to spend a astonishing fortune to re-roll that? So you're not far off from a hit.
You have to re-roll though. We have 4 astounding.
So you guys know as well, like the Knoll's turn, they're missing this turn. So you will have a whole other round of actions before the Knolls start acting.
Oh, okay. Right,
So
this is
we
our
can go
surprise round. Yeah.
Yeah, you get to go again, maybe.
Oh. Do you guys think I should do it?
Whatever,
Yeah.
man.
Whatever you want
I
to
would-
do.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you're asking, I would suggest against it. But it's your dude. So because you're gonna go again, right? So
suggest against it, or what I didn't.
I suggest against it.
Yeah, let's keep the points. So
Okay.
I won't.
All right, so this one is getting itself situated, and the others, you can sort of picture they heard the sound of Wendell's gun going off. Billy Dean, what are you doing?
All right. I will. The first thing I'm gonna do is send. I guess I'll send the Void Walker across. 'Cause I don't know what Billy Dean's gonna do yet.
I could have ran too, right? Sorry. I could have moved after I shot.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So Billy Dean, the Void Walker is gonna double move. I think it's 60 feet. It's
Okay.
30 feet. I think that's right.
Forward.
Oh, oh shoot! It could actually move up to this creature.
Okay.
All right, but it can't attack.
All right,
And
then.
then Billy Dean's gonna move. He has 25.
Okay.
He'll move to the edge of the bridge, and I think if he moves to here, he can see the guy now, right?
Okay,
the
so
grid
Carl,
set-
for this game, it would be better if you just set your tool to measure from center, because you keep over measuring stuff. You're moving yourself one extra square.
Oh, okay.
If you set it to snap to center, that will measure it properly.
That's 20.
No, 25. I measured 5 squares over from where you were, and it was one behind where you place yourself.
All right, can I still see the guy?
I think so. Let's see here. I see. I think he's got cover still, but what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot I'll just try to shoot like a firebolt at him.
Okay, go
Or
ahead.
shadow bolt's better actually. Shadow bolt.
Okay, go right ahead.
Hate Shadow.
Nope. It's a miss.
It slams against the side of the what do you call it? Side of the keep or the fort. James, what are you doing?
Well, it looks like I'm trying to cross this bridge before they cut it. So I'm going to step out. So that first one is 10 feet. And then the second one's normal movement. Dang it, quit double clicking mouse. So that's 15, 20, 25, 30. Right there.
All right. Anything else?
No, I mean, no point in trying to use stealth or anything at this point where.
Okay.
Did you double move or no?
Oh, yeah, I guess I can run if I'm.
Yeah, you can dash.
That's right.
You can dash.
So then, Wendell, your turn. If James is just moving, what are you doing?
I'll be right with Billy Dean.
5. And I'll fire at this guy.
Okay.
Point blank with a bear. Boom.
I think it's +1 in that range too.
Is that point blank?
I mean, I think it's within 30 feet, isn't it? What was your ability? I don't remember. There's so many. These characters in particular have so
I
many
hear you,
things.
sir.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. Yeah.
30 feet, yeah, within 30 feet.
Okay.
Oh, geez, that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so +1 to your attack roll on this. And what are you doing?
I'm just going to do it normal right now,
Okay.
I think. Yes.
Holy smokes. All right. Drops down dead. All right. So then, anything else, Wendell? Oh, you moved and you shot, right?
Yep. I moved and shot. I don't see anyone, do I?
I don't think. Do you? If you scroll up, you can hear that there are the sound of more gnolls yipping and yelping from over around this building here.
I'll put my hunter's mark on Eleanor. No, I'm just kidding.
Symbol of death on Wendell.
All right. Eleanor, what are you doing?
Eleanor is going to move 5 feet
Okay.
to hide behind this wall.
Give us a stealth check.
I was just going to do a stealth check,
Nice. To see if you.
but I get advantage on a stealth check if I don't move more than half my speed,
Awesome.
nice.
Awesome.
because I'm a sneaky elf guy.
Boo. 14 still. Pretty good.
Oh, it's a 9. Not terrible. Only 3rd level.
Okay. So go ahead and, yeah, you can poke your head around the corners, move your token over if you want us to take a look.
Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'll just put one hand up and point down the thing.
Okay.
And then draw an arrow.
Okay.
And
It is. Do you want to shoot or are you just going to wait?
he's going to wait.
Okay. All right. Knoll time.
No time like the present.
Knoll time, yeah.
So
You got 2 brutes.
So many bad puns.
6 are moving up. 1, 2. He'll scamper a little further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 5, 6. And go up there. And move there.
Are the dark ones the ones that are the normal ones?
So the
These are
normal
the
ones are the dark, yeah. These are the brutes, the great big ones that have the big clubs. These guys here, and these are the ones that set fire to Endrick's armor last time.
The spellcasters.
Yeah. Okay, so the brutes cannot attack. Can the... Let's see here. Can these guys see anybody? They can. But Wendell, I'm giving you cover. I got 2 gnolls that can fire. One at the Voidwalker, one at Wendell. But you have cover from both of those because of that big shit ton of stuff there. So
Trebuchet.
it's tough going down. All right, so I got +3 to hit. What's Wendell? Your AC is what is it with this lighter armor?
It's the same AC, 16.
Oh, nice. Okay. So then I need with heavy armor 21. I need like an 18 to hit you. Very close. 16, but it. And then again, Voidwalker's AC is what again?
15 because it gets my proficiency bonus.
Oh, nice. So that's a 20. So yeah, I'll need a 17 to hit you. 7 is not going to do it. So they unload their crossbows in your direction. That's it for the gnolls. Billy Dean, what are you doing?
Oh wow, Billy Dean already. Okay, I guess the Voidwalkers probably going to just move. It doesn't have to be that. I didn't see anything that had to be in a certain.
That Voidwalker does? I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. And there's a not a hold your action, but a readied action in this game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Woodwalker's gonna move its 30 feet. Try to do this correctly.
Perfect.
To there.
Yep.
And then it's going to ready an action to probably like a brute that comes through that space there, attack.
Sounds good.
Attack anything that comes near it. Billy Dean is going to move his 25 because he's got short little legs. So I guess like he can't even get across the bridge.
If he dashed, he could get across the bridge.
I know, but,
yeah, but
then I don't get to shoot anything. They have cover too against Billy Dean, right?
yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. I'm not sure they can even see you right now, at least the range attack guys.
So 1, 2.
The range attack guys were the which ones, Kev? The
The regular gnolls.
Regulars.
regular gnolls? Okay.
Yeah. Although you would
Yeah.
know that the spellcasters have nasty spells as well.
Yeah, I can't. The only one I can see really is that brute. So maybe you're right. Maybe it's the best thing. Right, you're right. He's gonna dash.
Which I have helpfully got my cards for this time. Okay.
Brum, 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 brum.
I like this song.
He's gonna try to be small along the wall. So
Okay. Then James, what are you doing?
Hey, James is going to get across the bridge, but I don't think he's going to run any farther.
Okay.
I guess you can. No. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Doesn't really. He'll step off the bridge, but he won't go deeper into the fort.
Okay, that's it for him.
Yeah, that's it for him.
Wendell, what are you doing? There's gnolls shooting at you.
Wendell hustles up to right here, and then he's going to fire across here.
Okay. At the big guy or the
Right here.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I fire at the big guy.
You got it. And we're in hide armor.
Does the big guy look like a leader guy?
No.
No, just a leader.
Different token for that as well too.
Okay, just a brute.
Brute,
Yeah.
though, so.
Yeah.
Trying to get my gnolls all in a row.
No worries. If there's anything different that varies from what I've told you here too, I'll let you know. There may be other gnolls that you may encounter.
I think I'll just take careful aim, and I'll keep cover, so I'll be firing through here, so I still got cover on everybody.
Yeah, that works for me.
That way I don't have to, maybe. And I'll just shoot normally. Crack.
Nice shot. Okay. Man, that's great. That D12. Pretty awesome. Okay.
Careful aim is a bonus action, so I moved, bonus action, and attacked.
Okay. Pepper's doing anything.
I think Pepperidge will. Come close, boy. Trundle, trundle, trundle.
Nice. Then it is Elenil's turn. What are you doing, Elenil?
Elenil is going to clockwork.
Your
arrow.
mark for death has refreshed as well, too.
Yeah, I can only use that 3 times.
Or symbol of death.
3 times per short or long rest.
Okay.
Or times equal to your dexterity modifier, which is 3. So,
Okay.
okay.
so I think he's going to bonus action symbol of death on that one.
Okay.
And he's not going to break his hide. He's just going to wait to see what happens till the next turn.
Okay. Okay. Then it is the gnolls' turn. I was just deciding what they're going to do. All right, so one of the gnolls. We'll go with the this little guy. Runs up here and
Oh no, he's going to do like a
Heal him.
Norman. He's going to cast enlarge or something.
yeah, exactly.
Or heal him.
Whoa. Yep, he restores some health back.
Chuck.
Ooh, for the yeah. The big guy. Let's see the gnolls. Can I get 1, 2, 3, 4? Yep. Okay, so go ahead, Voidwalker. Go ahead and give us a attack of opportunity, or your triggered action, rather.
Yep.
Oh,
It's a miss. 11,
shoot.
yeah.
All right, then he comes in. It's 15.
A little better.
I need an 11 to hit him. 4's not going to do it. It swings this massive club at him. The other brute, let's see here. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. And maybe I'll just... He thinks he can get in your grill, Wendell, and stop you from doing anything clever. This one will move up to here and then unleash a lightning blast. So it brings his paw up and gestures out, and this lightning arcs out towards the Voidwalker. But misses, hits that trebuchet. And these guys will move up a little further. They will reload and fire. One at Voidwalker. 4's not going to do it. And then one at Wendell. Wendell, your AC is so high right now. 13 will not do it. Thunk, hits the side of the trebuchet. That is it for those gnolls. Billy Dean, what are you doing?
All right, I'll do the Voidwalker first because that's easy. Gonna attack. Man, not
great. Okay.
Roll the 5.
And Billy Dean, what are you doing?
Yep. Billy Dean is going to. I can see those guys or no? Can I not see these?
You can, but they got covered. Like the trebuchet's in the way right now, so they'd have some pretty substantial cover from it.
Can I see this has a half space like this? Like a half. Can I move along the wall without incurring attack of opportunity from this guy? I wanted to move to here.
Why don't you give us an acrobatics check?
Nope.
Set the DC is... Oh, shit.
Oh.
All right, so you're in the midst... but let's see here. Biladine's AC is a 12, which means I need an 8 to hit you. Go. 3 will not do it.
Oh, nice.
Swing. Yeah, Billy Dean, you tumble over. It's effectively like...
Probably go like, oops.
Yeah. These ties right here are like replacements for the bridge. So you kind of hit up against there, and then what are you going to do?
I'm going to cast my other second level spell, Scorching. Well, yeah, my other spell, Scorching Ray, at one of the spellcaster here, I guess.
Okay.
The best.
All
right.
Yeah, so he's for sure going to get cover.
He is?
Yeah, because if you look, like it hits that corner of the building.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, then on the second one, I'm going to adjust it and probably attack the gnoll in front of him.
Okay, go ahead. Yep.
First Scorching Ray against spellcaster.
Hits the side of the building.
All right, and the second Scorching Ray against the gnoll in front of him.
Okay. Solid hit.
And then I'll use my bonus action to do damage.
Okay.
Oh, an extra D6 for that too.
Why
is it not adjusting? Why is it not adjusting?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I gotta see how I can adjust it.
I think you can if you go to the options. Like if you have it set as a spellcaster as a warlock, I think it automatically updates.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so that's it for Billy Dean. Then it's James. What are you doing, James?
Oh, and he does a bonus action to do the 3 points of damage to.
Yeah, I've already included that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Got some.
Okay.
And actually, he takes. Hold on.
three,
He takes that damage too because he's within 10 feet.
Cool.
All right. It's James. You come running up.
Yeah, he's going to move up here, and then he's going to aid Wendell on his next attack.
Sounds great. Okay, so Wendell's going to have an advantage.
Yeah, and he's going to hit him low under the armor.
Okay, Wendell, what are you doing?
All right, can you describe how those all the ties are stacked?
It looks like they were stacked long ago, and maybe tell me what you're trying to do, and I'll tell you whether it's possible.
Well, all right. My intent, if they're precarious, I may use one of my types of firing that I can to force the guy back, and then maybe Billy Dean can like drop all those piled up tiles on him.
I'd buy that. Yeah.
All right. So in order to maybe help me do that, I'm going to send Pepperidge around behind to trip up the knoll to maybe give us maybe he gets disadvantage on his saving throw or something.
Reaction to try and attack Billy Dean so you can safely make your way around there.
All right, so yeah, I want to put Pepperidge. I'm going to have Pepperidge run him back to try and maybe trip him up, and then I'm going to use concussive attack.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'll do with Pepperidge adding in there, you're going to have a bonus.
No, wait, that's not it. I have one to knock him back. Oh, maybe it's just Pepperidge's attack does it. Because I want to try and push him back into that area. I think Pepperidge's charge can do that, actually.
Let's see here.
Oh, so I'm in the way.
No, you're not. Pepperidge can move through us. You just can't stop on us.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Pepperidge has a lot of movement too. So Pepperidge could like loop around.
Spin around. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, do a cool spinorama.
Spinorama.
So where does it say that on his charge that he can do that? I mean, you can bull rush them if that's what you want to do. Just push them back.
Here it is. I'm not going to be strong enough for that, I don't think.
Okay.
But Pepperidge has if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
So that's just knocked down.
Yeah,
I still like to do the same. Like, if what you want to do is try and bull rush this thing back, like push it back. It'll just be like a contested athletics check, just like grappling.
But he's going to be way stronger than me, so I don't know.
But you've already got advantage because of James. James is helping to throw him off.
James is helping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave you advantage.
Okay, let's do it, y'all.
Okay. And what I prefer to do in these things is it's going to be you making the roll. I'm not rolling for them. I'm just using a flat DC.
Okay. So I'm just bull rushing. I'm not even having to attack or anything, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Let's give us athletics.
21.
Oh, with advantage. Right. Okay, so that is enough to, between you and Wendell, you sort of push him back. If Pepperidge wants to follow up on that with his own athletics check, you can do that and maybe knock him back another 5.
Let's do it.
Okay. So give us a athletics check for Pepperidge, please.
He's athletics +3. And is that a strength? Oh, no. That's probably already figured in.
Yes, probably,
right?
yeah. Come on, Pepperidge.
Does Pepperidge get an advantage?
I don't think so.
Damn it.
Oh,
So that should be a 9.
Sure, yeah. So a 9 will not be good enough. That works on his character sheet as well.
Oh, it does?
Yep. So why don't you roll with that? Let's see what the result is.
Oh, shit.
There you go. So this thing is like, goes in, swings at Billy Dean. You see the opening. You just hammer into its ribs with your, maybe just like the full length of your rifle. You just push it back, staggers back. Pepperidge knows what's going on, scoops over the trebuchet and hammers him in the chest, staggers him back another couple of feet. Eleanor, what are you doing?
So Eleanor had marked one of the priests or spellcasters with his.
Oh, did he?
Symbol of death.
Yeah, with the
that
symbol of death on this guy.
on
Okay.
last round.
Okay.
So that was his bonus action last round, and then he didn't do anything. So now he's shooting with
Okay.
a symbol of death, which gives him the ability to sneak attack.
Okay.
So he just has to hit.
Solid hit. So that's 14 points of damage. Anything you're missing there?
Nope. Sneak attack and the arrow. Oh, and he was using a clockwork arrow. So how does that work?
So it's going to hit, and then at the end of its next turn, you roll 1d8, and it'll take that. Let me just read it again to make sure I got that right.
I was trying to get the description to come up, but
So unless someone removes it, then they take an additional 1d8 slashing at the end of its next turn from the spinning blades that sprout from the thing.
Oh,
Holy
nice.
smokes.
Those are nasty.
Yeah.
so he
Okay.
either spends his time pulling the arrow out, or he dies, basically. Or
Exactly.
potentially dies. Yeah.
Okay, so that
And then
is...
as my bonus action on this round,
Yep.
I'm going to use the thief cunning action and hide.
Nice. So give us a stealth check, please. 13, okay. Alrighty, then it is Knoll time. Alright, so we got... So the big one over there... I'll do the big guys first. We got the big one fighting the Void Walker. He swings at him again. I need a 8 to hit, or 9 to hit. 9 is what I got. All right, and 2D. That is 5, 6, 7 points of damage as the thing's club swings into Voidwalker, and then this other guy. He didn't like it.
Voidwalker has whatchamacallit? It's like a barbarian. It has against
Rage.
piercing, unless it's magical. Unless it's magical, it takes half.
Okay, resistance, yeah.
Yeah, resistance.
All right, so this comes up, and it'll attack. I think you, Wendell. It doesn't like. Well, a random chance. 1 to 3, it's going to attack Pepperidge. Otherwise, it hits you. Hits Pepperidge. Tries to. What's Pepperidge's AC again?
That son of a biscuit.
I'll roll and I'll see whether I need it. I got a 19, so don't worry about looking it up.
Yeah, it hits him.
All right, so that is 17 points of damage on Pepperidge.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Pepperidge is dead. Or down, I guess.
Down.
Dead.
Wham! 1 solid hit, and it's knocked to the side. Poor Pepperidge. Then we've got 2. So that one behind is going to cast a healing spell on the knoll in front of it. No, it'll move over here, cast it on this guy. Did not heal a lot. Then the one that was injured is going to try and yank it out, but it has to make a what do you call it? A dexterity save here. No. It's like racing around in a circle trying to get at the thing in its side.
Like a dog trying to get its tail.
Exactly. I may have had Anna Banana in my mind when I was describing that.
Oh, that's funny.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. All right. Then it is. Let's see here.
When does that other guy take damage on?
End of its turn.
Oh, okay.
So then it'll move. This other one is going to move back a bit and is yelling. And then this one is going to fire at. Ooh, I guess it's Billy Dean. Okay. 14 and 18 AC, so I think I do hit you there, Billy Dean.
Okay.
But you
Does it get cover with this guy here?
Yeah, I got an
I
8.
don't know.
Yeah. No, not from people.
You can cover people, but
You take. Looks like 3 points of damage, piercing.
Okay.
Fuck. And then there are some other gnolls from the other end who are kind of trying to figure out what's going on. And that is the end. Dave, would you give us a 1d8 roll, please? Continues to cut into this guy. All right, Billy Dean, you're up first. What are you doing?
so it's not going to work, right? The plan that Wendell had.
You could delay until after Wendell or until after Wendell goes, and then that would work. Or you could try at least.
I don't know. I'm going to try to take out this. Can I see that guy?
Okay, we'll all be dead by the brute then.
No,
We have to move.
Yeah.
So we have to move to the southwest to get access to him. He's blocked.
Yeah.
So you got clear line of sight to that one regular knoll,
Yeah.
and then
So,
clear line of sight to this dude here.
okay.
Why this big guy?
Yeah, like just kill this dude. Why are we playing all this tricky stuff? Just
Okay.
let him up.
Well, he's not going to. He's going to fire at this guy.
Okay. And then your Voidwalker also gets an attack.
Yeah. So it's going to be Shadow Bolt.
Okay.
That guy.
Solid
Okay.
hit. Okay.
And then he's going to do the 3 points of damage.
That'll damage
Bonus
everyone, and it'll.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Wendell and James, you each take 3 points of damage.
No, I fired at the knoll. At this guy.
Oh, the regular knoll.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right, so let's see here.
Yeah, I thought you were shooting at this one too. I was like, what are you doing? You're lighting up our allies.
Okay.
dang. Okay. And then the Voidwalker.
All right, and then James, you'll be up next. It's just getting overwhelmed by this knoll. James, what are you doing?
I'm hitting.
Healing Pepperidge.
Yeah.
What did you do all session? Oh, heal the pig.
Heal the pig. Yeah.
So your lay on hands
this
thing, I think
do?
you could bring him up to 7 with that, if you were wanting to.
Right. If I cast Cure Wounds at a higher level, it's an extra D8. He has 14 hit points, right?
He has 15 hit points.
Yeah. So let's do that.
Okay. Nice. And then what's your bonus again?
4
4?
as well.
It says 12 healed to Pepperidge.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Is that it for you, James?
Yeah, I can't really.
All right. Then Wendell, what are you doing?
I am.
And Pepperidge is at 12.
Yep.
That's what it's
Sorry,
in
I was
here.
looking. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do.
That's okay. I got it for you. Got you covered.
Thank you. All right, so I am going to use a point of focus to get advantage, and then I am going to use sharpshooter to try and do extra damage.
Nice.
Here we go. Ooh, 13.
What's that? 13. That's 13 minus 5, though, afterwards, so...
Oh, I thought the 13 was... Nope, you're right.
Yeah. That'll be a miss.
Okay.
Do you want to spend Astonishing Fortune to re-roll that?
Yep.
So those weren't great rolls.
Nope. We'll try it.
Okay, here we go. There you go.
There you go. Ooh,
22
nice.
points of damage. Wowzers. Right.
Boom.
So this thing staggers back. Don't shoot the pig, or don't hurt the pig, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Pepperidge needs half a move to stand up, can still attack if he wants.
That'd be awesome.
How bad is he? I think I'm going to put my hunter's mark on him so he takes another D4 if that works.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Did you have a bonus action available to do that? So that's not
Yeah, because I didn't use careful aim.
Yep. Okay. That's right. He's using point of focus. Yeah. So then go ahead and roll damage for your hunter's mark. Nice. Okay.
All right, Pepperidge will stand and try and gore this some gum. Just that we're all about avenging on this adventure.
That is a hit,
13.
and then it's enough to
nice,
take it
nice.
down.
So I had confidence in you guys.
Screw you, Billy Dean. We'll do it ourselves.
All right. Then
I can't believe we did that, to be honest. That's nasty. We're nasty. You nasty, baby.
all right. Then it is. Let's see here. Elenian. Or Elenian. Elenin.
You wish.
I cast a dirt
wish.
spell at those guys.
Hey, shark. Yeah. Put down your gas.
Shark bolt.
Shark bolt out.
Okay, so Eladil is going to shoot at the wounded one with a normal arrow,
Okay.
and he still has this symbol of death on him, so it still has a sneak attack. Oh, but that's probably not enough.
Oh, that is one shy.
But
I used 2 points of astonishing fortune. I think you're
So we
taking
have
care
two
of it,
left.
Carl.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Okay. You want to re-roll, or is that it for you?
nope, I'm going to hide.
Okay.
Then
Then it is
Didn't move.
Knoll time. All right.
Shit, only
Okay.
a 12.
Oh, that ain't great. All right. So then
Next, you smelly curs.
one of them is going to heal himself. That is
Damn, I missed.
8. Ooh. Nope. Wrong way, Madison.
Yes, he healed himself to death.
There we
He
go.
cast a necromantic drain on himself
Yeah.
to heal his friend.
Then this one is going to smash this door open. Not like destroy it, but just throw it open. So let me see.
Why are you guys still in here drinking while we're getting killed?
You can hear it yelping at something in here. These guys, one of them is going to keep watch. They'll start moving their way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's going on down there? Hey? Oh my God, you guys are fighting. 1, 2,
Oh my
3,
God.
4, 5, 6. All right. Then, so that roll, yeah. This one is going to run over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, you! Eleanor fires that crossbow at you. That is a hit. Eleanor, you 9 points of damage. Fuck. Piercing.
My liver.
Then this one will step around the corner. It's a little overconfident. It's going to try and lightning blast Billy Dean. A 13 AC. Does that?
13 AC misses by 1.
What's your AC?
14.
Is it 14? I thought it was 12.
No, it's 14.
Well, I got it recorded wrong then. All right. Then it is, let's see here, Brute fighting the Void Walker. Let's see here. There's a 13, it misses. So the Void Walker is finally figuring out how to fight this thing. Then I think that is it for the Knolls. Billy Dean, what are you doing?
Well, that guy moved into a nice position. I'll do the Void Walker first.
Okay.
He always keeps missing. Yep. Just holding the line.
Okay. And
So Billy Dean is going to fire back at that guy.
okay.
And he's going to fire Shadow Bolt.
Light him up.
Hits
You're
the
rolling terrible today.
thing behind. Anything else, Billy Dean?
Yeah, he's going to move back to cover.
Okay. Then it
Maybe
is
here. Okay.
James's turn. What are you doing, James?
I guess Dave's the most injured, but I can't really see him. I'm gonna move so that I'm gonna move around this way,
Okay.
and again I'm gonna aid Wendell. Oh no, there's no one in melee. I can only do it if they're in melee.
Yeah.
I can't aid with range. That's right. Never mind.
Okay. Wendell, what you got in mind?
All right. Wendell is going to move over here so he has cover against this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You made your last mistake, fool. Call out and pew.
Oh, you
This
want Hunter's
guy.
Mark him too?
I think so. I want to see what my other choices are here.
If you move to here, though, wouldn't you get 30? Oh, you don't get. It's 30 feet or
30 feet is his point blank.
It's only for removing cover, though. It doesn't do anything beyond that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're +1 to hit from the point blank.
if you're closer. But
Yeah, plus one to hit.
But you're not wrong that you'd be like right now. He's got
Like
cover from
total
that.
cover almost.
yeah, cover's probably more important.
Yeah, I don't want to get shot. The +1, I mean, if it's only a +1, what are the chances? What are the chances? Roll 20.
Come on, roll 20.
I only missed by one, and that let that guy live, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here? Mastered attacking at long range, no disadvantage. I think what I'll do is I'll just fire with hunters +3. Yeah, I'll add the hunter's mark here
Okay.
to that guy and shoot him here. Oops, I closed my bucket.
Let's see here.
All right, so no advantage. Hunter's mark, musket, boom. Oh,
Holy
jeez. Oh, wait, I forgot to take it off.
The sharpshooter.
Yeah,
So that's still a hit.
I wasn't using it.
Does Hunter's Mark do extra damage? It does,
Three,
doesn't it? 1d4.
D4.
Go ahead and give us a d4 roll. That is a hit.
Nice.
So he tries to unleash that lightning at Billy Dean, and then you pop him right in the head. What's Pepperidge doing?
I think it's going to be hard for Pepperidge not to charge the other one.
Sounds about right.
The other spellcaster?
Yeah. Oh, we can get to him.
Okay.
All right. So Pepperidge will charge at the other spellcaster here. Dun, 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 the charge of the bacon.
That one.
All right. So what I'm going to do here is I think it's Avenger time on this guy.
Nice.
He said, have Pepperidge aim for the buttock.
So go ahead and reroll with Pepperidge. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. Nice. All right, go ahead and roll damage. Well, doesn't he gets extra damage on a charge, right?
Yeah, he gets extra damage on a charge.
Let's see here. I'll also throw a point of Astonishing Fortune back in for making such good use of the fortune in the narrative.
There we go.
So once again, this thing is trying to heal itself. The fucking blades drop out of its back, and it's like, oh, and then suddenly gets taken out by this boar. All right. So that is this. Eleanor, what are you doing?
You're hitting. That's great that you're killing these things.
Yeah. Your symbol of death is back.
Right. But I can only use it one more time today, right? Yeah. Or till this short rest. So, Eleanor is going to shoot this dude right here.
Okay, go ahead.
With a clockwork bolt. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Go ahead.
And we have 1 point left?
Of Astonishing Fortune, I think you have 3 points.
No, I think Hobbs used 2.
Hobbs just used 2, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
down
no,
to 1.
no.
Actually,
Hobbs just used his fortune, not Astonishing Fortune, didn't you?
Yeah. I used my focus. I didn't use any Astonishing Fortune.
3 points of Astonishing Fortune right now.
We should be at 3, yeah.
Yep. His fortune telling stuff, that's what he used.
Yeah, I'd use my fortune telling thing, not the Astonishing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I still have one of those. So I will still just...
And that doesn't need to be used this session, just until you defeat Goldpaw.
Yeah. So I'm going to shoot a clockwork arrow at this dude. He just hit me with a crossbow, and I'm like, you. So I will use a single point to shoot with advantage.
Okay.
Which takes us down to 2 points left.
Hell yeah. Here comes a solid hit. You don't get sneak attack on him, I don't think, right?
No, just 4 points of
Just 4
piercing,
points?
and then he's got that pull. And then I'm going to move. 1, that's 5. Is it every square is 5, or is it...
Every square is 5E and 5E. Yeah, you can move wherever you want.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Fucking night elves.
And I took the mobility feat from my first level feat.
Awesome. All right, so you hit him on the run and then race over. All right, Noel O'Clock here.
And
All
I'll
right.
shout out, there's 3 more coming down from the hallway, we'll call it, but it's not a hallway, but he's a flustered right now. Shot with a crossbow.
So this one is going to run. I rolled for an intelligence check for it to see what I was going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Races over here. Go ahead and give us a D8 roll for it. It's not dead. It's just really badly hurt.
Oh, I thought there was a trap over there.
It hasn't reached the bridge yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then Pepperidge, we got 2. Knolls will position themselves near this fenced-in area here, and each will fire at Pepperidge. Pepperidge. Let's see here. Here, let me...
13.
There you go. Pepperidge can see now. All right, I need 19 and a nat 1. So, Pepperidge, you take 4 points of damage from one of those hits. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So,
is this Goldpaw?
Boss.
Does not appear to be Goldpaw, but it is a different Knoll. What this one does, it runs out, and as it runs into view, I think only Eleanor can see this. It has a massive battle axe in its hand, but it definitely does not look like it was crafted by gnolls. It looks as if it was something that was... it has big runic marks in it. It looks like it's all made of one solid piece of stone. And what it does is it reaches in and touches the battle axe and then pulls back. And there are now 2 battle axes in its hands. And electricity is arcing between the 2 of them.
Awesome. Sounds like fun.
Then
Run away.
it's gonna.
Yeah, not good.
You know what? It's gonna throw one of the battle axes at Pepperidge. Let's see here. So come on, let's
This
see
doesn't
here.
seem right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right at all.
Pepperidge takes 8 points of damage.
Oh, so close.
And then as the thing hits the, like slams into Pepperidge, there's a spark. Electricity arcs back to the knoll and it reappears in his hand. Arcs, electricity going back and forth between his hands. These other ones are going to charge in. 1, 2, 3, 6. That's everywhere they can move. There we go. That is it for the gnolls. Yeah, everyone's moved up. Everyone has come out of there. Okay. Then it is Billy Dean. What are you doing, Billy Dean?
He's going to, well, I'll do the Voidwalker first.
Okay.
Finally.
Nice. Slams into that one, and it takes... Let's see here. There you go.
And then Billy Dean will follow up with a Shadow Bolt to that one.
Same one, Ken.
You gave us a point of astonishing fortune, Kev, right?
Oh, nice.
I did. I think you guys have only 3 right now, though.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's it. Yeah.
10,
Yeah. Oh,
10 points of
didn't you
damage.
use one to make your attack roll on that guy with the
Yeah, so we have 2 left.
2 left?
Okay.
10 points of
Solid
damage
hit.
on that Shadow Bolt.
Nice.
Okay.
Burns into him. Are you using your bonus action?
No, it's going to affect the Voidwalker, right?
Can't.
I think so.
Yeah.
Wait, was it immune to necrotic damage? It's resistant to necrotic damage, so it'll take 1 point of damage. It's worth it.
Okay. All right. The Voidwalker's only generally speaking like one word or something, and the only thing you hear is why.
Is you're resistant. So 3 points of
Quiet,
damage.
slave. All right, so 3 and 3.
Not that guy.
Not that
There's
guy.
2 guys though. Yep.
And not Eleanor either. All right, so when it hits, this
Yeah, so
necrotic energy.
Eleanor's out, right? Eleanor's
Yep.
out.
Yep.
Yay. Okay.
Okay. Anyone else? Nope. All right, James, what are you doing?
James is gonna move more central to his allies. Over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That Voidwalker's really doing better against this brute than he did last time he fought a brute.
Yeah.
He was taking spell damage a lot last time.
Yeah. Just getting rid of the spellcasters is big.
Yeah. Nobody's too hurt, so that's it for this
Pepperidge.
turn. Is Pepperidge quite hurt?
Pepperidge is
He's
down
a
again.
freaking health bar.
I don't see Pepperidge
does.
health bar either.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Let me set it up, guys.
Oh, because then I would have cast when I had line of sight before I moved. I'll cast and then move.
There,
can
guys.
just see
Everyone can see
Pepperidge.
Pepperidge now, right?
Lays there for a second. then
Yes.
kick, kick.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
No problem. That's all good. I just
No
want to cast
problem.
before I.
So
Pepperidge and
won't-
Voidwalker
I
soaking
won't use
up all
I
the
won't use another second. I won't upgrade this one. So, cure wounds.
who's that
So he
on?
gets. I'm Pepperidge.
Check the range.
Oh, whoops! That's the wrong one. It's this one. I just clicked the wrong one.
Yeah, heal wounds, I think is. Or healing
This is
word.
the one. Yeah.
Okay.
So he gets 8 back.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Then, Wendell, what are you doing?
All right. So Wendell will leap away from this spot, roll, and take some cover here. And then I feel like the Voidwalker should be. I'll just finish this guy off because I can't see the other one.
Okay.
So I get a +1 from being within 30 feet, right?
Yep.
And then my range attacks are automatically
Immune
ignore
to ignore cover. Yeah, because you're a marksman.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I think it will be a hunter's mark
Okay.
on him. All right. Oh, 7 and 5. Miss. First time is worst shot.
Not great. Fires wild.
Oh, damn it.
The Pepperidge going down was just upsetting you. So Pepperidge, he needs to spend half of his movement to stand up, but then can still move half and then do whatever he likes. What's Pepperidge going to do?
7. He's taking off.
Okay.
Get out of there. You can go one more.
Oh, what happened to this guy down here? Oh, they haven't gone yet.
Oh, remember,
They haven't gone.
he could, if he's dashing, then he probably could move that much. Just remember,
No, he can move 40 feet.
right? But he was prone, so he would have needed to spend half of that getting up.
Oh, right.
So
All
yeah,
right, got you.
in
So
total, he
move
could
20.
move 60. 60.
All right, yeah, perfect.
If that's all he's doing. Then it's LNL's turn. What are you doing, LNL?
LNL is going to try and sink an arrow into this guy, and he's had advantage because the Voidwalker's fighting him.
And you get sneak attack, right? If you get adjacent. Do they do that in this version of Rogues?
Well, I can sneak attack at range if he's fighting somebody in melee.
Nice. Go ahead, make your attack roll. Yeah. Fuck.
Nice.
Slumps
And
to the
then-
ground.
That's 5, and then he's going to hop over Pepperidge. 10, 15, 20,
As he goes past, good boy.
35. Back to his spot against the wall.
Okay.
Man, night elves are fast. Scary.
It's great.
Okay.
Except
Then
Let's
it
get the
is
brute.
the Knoll's turn. All right, so we got.
and then, as my bonus action, I'm going to hide.
Okay, good.
I don't get advantage because I moved my full move.
All right. So then on this turn, this one sees you. Oh, yeah, you're quite obvious. I'm going to make a morale check for him. I rolled a 3. He turns and starts running across here. Eleanor, he gets to about there, and then the bridge snaps. And he goes falling down.
I moved there in case I needed to take a shot at him while he was running away, but thanks, Bridge. Saved me an
All
arrow.
right. This one's going to get into you. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. I can't quite get in, so I think it's going to have to. I'm going to make an athletics check to try and get over 19. Holy shit! Wendell, this thing leaps over and comes to after you. So against the Voidwalker. Let's see here, Voidwalker, nat 20. Okay, so fortunately, it's not going to do a lot of damage because of the resistance. So that is after his reduction, it's 4 points of damage, Carl.
Okay.
And then the one against you, Wendell. Let's see here, a nat 2. Then this thing with those axes still with electricity arcing between them, he runs up. He shouts at the one facing Wendell to make another attack. And 19 will hit Wendell. Wendell, you take 6 points of damage from this thing being driven on by its pack lord.
Oh, so he gave it like a rally attack or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
You've seen them do this shit before when you guys have fought them. He will then, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, James, you're so tempting right there. Once again, brings that battle axe up and throws streaking electricity behind it. Your AC is a 13. All right. I need
Yeah.
8. 8 to hit you. Jack dice. 7. Oh man, arcs right past
not
you.
so jacked.
And then you see the electricity back, and that axe is back in his hand. With the way that electricity is arcing between those two things, you really don't want to have both of them hit at once. Billy Dean, what are you doing?
All right, I'll do the Voidwalker on this guy first.
Okay.
8 points of
Nice,
damage.
solid hit. Wham! Hammers this thing and rakes those claws of it across.
Okay.
And what's Billy Dean doing?
He's going to All right, he's gonna. If I move, can I see the guy, the big guy? If I do move here,
it's going to have cover, some cover at least, because you're firing through the whole like trebuchet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you got enough move to move up. If you move to say here, you're gonna clear line of sight over to him.
Yeah, but the thing's gonna charge me and kill me. So
there is that too.
That's a possibility.
That is a gnome who has learned his lesson.
All right, so he's going to fire shadow bolt at that guy.
Okay. So go
We
ahead.
have how many astonishing fortune?
There is 2 left, I believe.
2 left.
You gonna spend 1?
Spend 1 to get advantage.
Okay. Here we go.
Damage this guy.
Come on. That's 20! Beautiful!
Nice.
All right. Do you want to trigger your thing?
Yes.
Do you have a bonus action available? Yeah.
Yeah, trigger the thing, so at least it gets this guy in front of the Voidwalker. And the Voidwalker, maybe.
Nice. Okay, so he is not happy, and then that one
Takes
takes
12 points of damage, right? That's 12
Yep.
points.
Yep.
Oh, it does not get the Voidwalker. Oh, nice.
No, because
Okay.
the Voidwalker's too far away. All
Okay.
right. So then,
That's good. We have 1
right through the things.
left, yeah.
Okay.
12 points.
Billy, Dean, and then it's James. James, what are you doing?
Well, I don't like this. He's throwing that bullshit at me, so I'm gonna move probably this way.
Okay.
How many of those grenades do we have?
I do have those grenades. I could throw one.
We got a range of 60 feet, so.
They slow him down a bit.
He'll
Yeah.
slow him down.
Yeah, might as well. So would I do a range attack with those?
For that, yes. Just give us a AC. Let's hit the square AC 5, I think. I may be applying rules from an earlier edition, but who cares?
1d. So it's like 1d20
Sounds reasonable
plus,
to me.
plus my proficiency and my skill, right? So
You're
Dex bonus?
I'm not
yeah.
proficient in grenades, just
No,
dex
just your
bonus.
dex bonus, yeah. You can give us a dex check, I feel like.
Oh yeah, that would have done the same thing.
Easy.
Whoa,
Where are you hitting it?
nice.
Right on him? So the thing is, it has a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, so if I want, right on.
It'll get the Voidwalker.
Yeah,
that's
get the
okay.
Voidwalker.
Yeah, that's okay. It'll slow him down.
Oh,
I
it
guess
could
if
get,
we have to retreat, it would
it could
suck.
get this guy here, right? It could get this guy.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Cool. It's okay with the Voidwalker because I can send it back.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. So they make, here, I looked it up and I put it in the thing, but of course it's, can't click on it. Can I, is it select all? Putting it in an item didn't really help me very much. Hold on.
If it was in an attack, you can have like the.
I know I should, I'll move it. I'm just going to paste it. Just give me 2 seconds.
Sure.
Copy. I put it in the item description, but there we go.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw or speed is halved and disadvantage on dex checks.
And DC would be 11 or 10 here. 10.
Yeah. I guess it has to do with the creator of the magic item.
Yep. Okay. So this goes out. So let me make the save for Packlord. Wisdom. I've only got +1 on this. He succeeds. The other Knoll gets a 2. The other Knoll also fails. So the Knolls are all slowed. And then the Voidwalker gets a Wisdom save.
Okay.
Yep.
So you sort of like twist this thing. I'm picturing like a little sphere that you line, like you turn it, and then like a violet energy comes onto it.
Oh, you made it.
Nice. And then you toss this thing, and as it hits, it's like a ring that sort of shoots out, like Death Star exploding in the remastered version.
Nice.
Catches them, and there is just that sort of energy flashing around them, and they are slowed down. Wendell, what are you doing?
All right, I am going to take careful aim on this guy and dispatch him.
Okay.
Because I already have a bonus action the other way with the Hunter's Mark. So there's a +1 on this roll here.
Here we go.
Ah, dang it. Now I'm missing.
Okay. Now, did you have advantage on that roll or no?
No.
That's Pepperidge. What's he doing?
I'll help you out there.
Bam.
Oh, sorry.
That's the extra damage.
nice.
He knew it was coming. That is a very confident pig. Okay.
9
So we
points.
did 9 points of damage. Okay. Go. Wham! Hammers this thing. It hits up against the trebuchet and then tries to bring the scimitar around to hit you again. Elenil, what are you doing?
5, 10, 15. 45. I'm thinking I got a direct line of sight on this dude.
You do, yep.
Pretty close.
Unobstructed.
Okay, so my final mark, symbol of death on him.
Okay.
Bonus action, and then I'm going to try and hit him with a clockwork bolt.
Oh, nice. Good
And you
shot.
know what? I'm going to use our last point because
Yep.
Okay.
we need to have that.
1146.
He's wearing a pretty impressive suit of... Oh! Nice!
Crit.
Critical
crit.
hit.
So
Fantastic.
that is a shit ton of points right there. Look at that.
Is sneak attack doubled in his crit?
I
can't remember if it-
No, I think just the attack is.
He has an extra D6 there.
Like, these are usually set up pretty well, so I don't want to rob you of something that's supposed to happen.
I think sneak attack might be doubled, actually.
Yeah,
we
like
can
sneak
look it up.
I know you can use sneak attack on almost anything, and
All damaged, I believe all damage die you roll are
doubled.
But bonuses are not.
Bonuses are not doubled, but dice are. So I believe that would mean that your sneak attack dice is also re-rolled.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
If I was to
That's a
3d6 more.
go with what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 2D. He got 2d6 for his extra for his sneak attack, and an extra dice for his. Yep.
So it says if the attack involves other damage dice, such as a rogue sneak attack feature, you roll these damage dice twice as well.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Rogues are
3d6
super
more,
badass in
man.
this. So that is 11, 21, 28 points of damage. Is there any other damage that you have on that thing?
Yeah,
Well, it's a clockwork, but yeah.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
clockwork.
right.
that's my last clockwork
Look at
arrow
that.
there.
Whoa. All right. So that's pretty impressive. Okay, now it is the Knoll's turn.
Does he go down swinging, or does he?
He's going to take some more damage.
Oh, he's
right
gonna.
now.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are also moving up. This one's gonna rejoin the fight. All right, so I got 3. Let's do 1 attack on the Voidwalker. It's a hit. So with the reduction, he takes 2 points of damage. Against Elenil, your AC is a 14. That's not going to hit. One of the crossbow bolts goes flying past you.
Those hurt.
I guess against Pepperidge, because it's the one that hurt this one Knoll. That's a miss. Thunk hits the side of the trebuchet. The one fighting Wendell is going to attack you again, Wendell. He's clearly slowed down. You're easily able to miss to avoid his strike. The one fighting the Voidwalker hits. But
Oh, you already attacked the Voidwalker.
no,
Oh,
I shot the
it's a different-
Voidwalker. Now I'm hitting
different
him with
shooting.
the scimitar.
Okay.
Only after reduction, 3 points of damage. And then the boss. First thing he's going to do is trigger another attack on the Voidwalker. Wants to clear that out so he can get in. That's a hit. Get in on the thing, but it's only 1 point of damage the Voidwalker takes after reduction. All right, then this thing, didn't like you, Elanian. Comes racing in with both of those lightning-fueled axes. So, Eleanor,
Does the
not
Voidwalker
Elanian.
get an attack?
No, because he moved along the side. Then, Eleanor. Why don't you move this out of the way? +5 to hit.
Yikes!
So I need a 9 to hit you. So the first swing, electricity arcing through on his left hand. 10 misses. Then he follows up with his right hand. That is a hit. I was checking the damage, sorry. You take 9 points of damage. And then he follows through with that other axe again. If he hits with this, it's going to complete the circuit. I hit AC 13. Yours is 14, is it not?
Yes.
It's like all the hair on your arms and your head all kind of stands up as this thing, just arcs right past you. That is it for his attacks. He did not take it out. Go ahead and roll 1d8.
Oh, maybe he killed himself.
Oh, not quite.
Cuts into him. He's still fighting. That is it for the Knolls. Billadine, what are you doing?
Woodwalker's going to move and attack. Go ahead.
Attack of opportunity, okay.
Yep.
I missed.
Right.
Smoke him.
I actually, if you're moving into there, if you move there, I don't get attack of opportunity. If you move further,
Okay.
I do.
That's fine, right there.
Okay.
Well, that's well.
14 is
we'll talk
not
about
good
this
enough. So,
If you moved him to the other side, you'd have advantage.
That's okay.
they'll know have advantage. I think with rogues in 5e, they don't need that. They just need someone else engaged in
No, I
melee.
meant the Void Walker when it attacked. He would
Well,
have back.
he'll still get advantage
Oh, he does?
because that's someone in melee with him.
Oh, so then they hit,
No,
right?
no. You guys are talking. I think they're talking about two different things.
No,
Carl's
I'm
saying
talking
that
about
Eleanor will get.
The idea was
Yeah.
to give Dave advantage.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Then Hobbs was saying that if you moved him over here, then the Void Walker would have had advantage.
Yep.
But
And
okay. Oh, sorry. And then Billy Dean, you get your actions.
Billy Dean's going to
first.
shoot a shadow bolt at this guy.
Go ahead. Come on.
Clear him out, I guess. Maybe that's fine. Better.
Go. Oh, jeez. All right. Anything else, Billy Dean?
No, it's not going to use a bonus action. Doesn't have anything.
James, what do you got?
Gonna move over. So 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna move right by Elani.
Yep.
Elan? I don't know.
Eleanor.
You guys got all these weird names all the time.
Yeah, Eleanor.
Now he's gonna use his cure wounds because he is touching him,
Okay.
and you get 3 extra from that.
13 back. Pretty awesome. Flash of light. James, anything else?
No, that's my move and my action.
Oh, okay. No bonus action?
No.
Wendell.
All right, Wendell's going to fire at this guy. He's close to with a +1. Damn it.
God dang.
We can't finish this single guy off. We cleared a whole bunch of them out before.
Pepperidge.
That's the way it goes. Where is Pepperidge? There he is. All right, so Pepperidge will attack. Oh, dang it.
Oh my gosh. All right.
We're slowed as well, it seems like.
Yeah. Eleanor, what are you doing?
Eleanor's gonna stab at the dude that's
In his face.
lightning axing him.
So you're drawing a weapon then?
Well, yeah, he's got his bow in his one hand. He'll just draw his short sword and
Okay.
give him a stab.
Sounds good.
So I still have advantage because the Void Walker's engaged.
Yep. No, I think you can still do sneak attack damage. That's not that you get advantage.
Oh, yeah. So I can do sneak attack damage, sorry.
Correct, yeah. There you go. Come on. Big money. That is just a hit. What does it look like as he dies?
Eleanor is not one to shy away from cheap shots, and the only spot he sees is the groin, and he ducks under an axe and stabs the guy on the inside of the leg. Hits an artery and blood
drives
gushes
back,
everywhere.
drops down to its knees, and then as a slowly spreading pool of blood underneath it grows, it just slumps forward and falls down at your feet. Anything else, Eleanor? Oh, and the axes, when he lets go of one of them, they merge back into one axe.
Sweet.
Can you grab that as a action?
No, I think I'm going to shout out something triumphant in Elven that no one knows what it means except for maybe not anyone. But the Knolls probably don't know, and he's going to go, "I killed your leader," and then he's going to move to here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, right there.
Okay. Null time. These three are going to dash to try and get help. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12. This one tries to do it as well. When he's held back by the force of your grenade. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's only able to get to there, let's say. And then this one that's fighting you, it's going to keep fighting. Wendell swings, once again, terribly slowly. And you're easily able to avoid it. Billadine.
He's going to have the Voidwalker grab that magical weapon.
Okay.
And so that's 1, 2. That's only 5 to 15, and then have the Voidwalker. Are we leaving?
I don't know.
I don't know. We just killed their bosses.
Okay.
What?
One
That wasn't the guy.
Oh, I wonder, can the Voidwalker use that axe?
No.
Okay. So he's gonna move to shoot. I guess he'll have him fall back so he'll get to there.
Okay.
All right. Well, he has the axe.
Okay.
Billy Dean then. See if I can see this guy. He's running. Yeah, he can. Okay. Like he gets. Yeah.
If you
because
ran,
of the trebuchet.
yeah, if you ran, maybe here.
Like to here.
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can even get to here, and you'd have a clear line of sight to him.
Okay.
Because you don't want to move through the enemy squares, right? Well, you can't move through enemy squares, and you don't want to get too close. Okay, great. So you race over. You see him running away.
Yeah.
Because Shadowbolt's like 120 range, right?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, and make your attack roll.
Come on.
60 feet.
60 feet. Yeah,
Yep.
it's still this.
Oh, nat 1 though. God dang.
Yeah.
Billy D's laughing his head off. All right, James, what are you doing?
Let's see here. I'm just gonna move.
So
now
you guys can
to
take down this last knoll, and then we'll call it a session, leaving a cliffhanger of what's happening next.
I'm just gonna move over here though,
Okay.
and use my dodge.
Okay.
Just give him another target, but make myself harder to hit. Yeah.
Wendell, what are you doing?
Pepperidge will attack.
Do it.
Oh my god. Yep. Okay, so Pepperidge, he's not quite down, but very badly
dang it.
hurt.
All right, well, I'll just shoot him then. Shoot him now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drops down dead. All right, you can still move if you like.
I might as well get over here so I can see and fire up here next round.
Okay. So you'll see, and I think, guys, that is where we will... Oh, no, Eleanor, you take your turn first. What are you doing?
I'll step in next to Wendell, and he'll, like, drop his sword.
Go ahead.
A little...
Take that sucker down.
Yes.
Yep. Wow.
I should have untoggled the sneak attack, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's more than enough. Okay, whack, hits
That
thing in
one
the back.
sneak attack was awesome.
Now you can see what you guys... Actually, I can end with the Knoll's turn with because they're going to be running out of view here. They run over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all going to be over here.
So they went to the right.
Looks like to the entrance to where the tower is, except for this one. This one's stupid. 1, 2, 3, or 6, and it's like, what's going on?
Hey, bro.
And that is where we will leave things, guys. So, for those listening at home, I'll leave the initiative order same as it is. We have new players arrive. Oh, you know what? And this, if you guys manage to save those Knolls, who else? Who's to say what other heroes may be held in captivity here? Like, say, Andrew's new character.
Yeah, true.
Maybe he's a knoll.
Well, so
Would that be a mess?
Yeah.
before I'm going out of town next weekend, so I'm going to have the Voidwalker at least give the axe to somebody.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Probably present it to Elendil because he's the one who took down the big boss.
Wow.
So if you're here next week, then at least someone will have it.
Sounds good. All right. So
I
then,
can see in-laws next week.
I won't be here next week either, though, because I'm in visiting family. So
all the axe keeps disappearing. Oh God, we're all gonna die. We'll worry about this afterwards, guys. For those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for our session 4 of our ongoing campaign. Playing Weird Tales in Westfall. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to do any number of the following. You can leave a message in the comment section down below. You can reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings. You can reach me by email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You can also find a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where all of us are active, and we have channels dedicated to this campaign, every other campaign we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other great channels like Finding a Group, like information about conventions, and about other podcasters as well, too, including 2 of our intrepid players from today, both of which are prolific podcasters. You can also catch Hobbs' awesome streams as well, too, if you want to check out some more great games with some familiar faces. Last thing I'll say is a big thank you to our players. So Hobbs, Dave, Jeff, and Carl, thank you so much for playing today, guys. Congratulations on making your first foray into Fort True Valley. We'll be back again next week with a more adventure in the, kind of adjacent to Westfall, I guess. So we're Weird Tales near Westfall.
We'll call this the interzone adventure.
Yeah, we're on the border.
Loading. You keep spawning that stupid fucking loading screen. For those listening at home,
Dave might have jumped into Westfall temporarily, like when he was over there. Right?
Yeah, true. We hope that hold on, Carl. For those listening at home, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes get up to in Fort True Valley. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
Bye.
Bye.